think you can tell us how to run my family? You don't have the slightest idea how hard I work for that. Also, Curtis could go into some prestigious high school. His future would be all set. But no, my stupid dingus of a husband had to go and get in trouble with the fucking law, and now you have my deadbeat son it all up. God. Play Arc Solutions Kaino Kaseki version. Because it is the best version of the game, and no cap. They fucking killed it with the fucking soundtrack in that game. Woo! Haven't even played the game, but I've been listening to the OST for Kaino Kaseki, and let me tell you, they fucking slapped. Woo! It's a banger, baby. Anyway, guys, welcome back to the goddamn channel. You are tuned in to episode number 28. Fang plays The Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak. This is the finale chapter. We are starting to get up today. It's probably going to take me maybe like another episode or two after this to probably beat the game. I'm just predicting it. I don't know for sure, but we'll see how long it's going to take. Anyway, guys, that is not what's fucking important today, because let me tell you, stressful, man. So goddamn stressful. I lost all of my goddamn save data, bro. Now let me show you something real fast. I don't fucking laugh at this shit. Alright, let's go ahead and go to Steam real fast. Now let me go ahead and go to my library, pull up the game. Trails Through Daybreak. Now, put my glasses on because I can't see shit without these fucking glasses. Alright, if y'all look right here, I have 176.9 hours on the game. 176.9 hours on the goddamn game! And I lost all my save data. All 176.9 hours on, guys. Down the toilet, where'd it go? I don't know where it went, mother. Something got corrected, something got up, something got deleted, something went missing, some ghost went to my goddamn PC and like, no thing, delete. And you know the part is, guys? They couldn't delete this after I beat the game. Bro, I deleted the finale! The finale goddamn chapter of the game! All I needed was just 1 or 2 more episodes to be done with the goddamn game. If you deleted my goddamn save data, I don't care! Now I gotta do it over again, bro. So guess what? The fact that you're seeing this episode, yes, mother, I did the game again. I did everything from scratch. No new game plus, I haven't beat the game yet. With a fucking from scratch data, nothing, zero, all base bullshit. We did everything from the prologue all the way up to our last episode, guys. All the way again from scratch. And you're probably thinking that I put this shit on easy difficulty. No, that's cap. Show you guys right goddamn now. Load up game, blow this. Now, I do care about trophies on this game, guys. So yes, I do care about the trophies. There is a trophy for beating the on Nightmare difficulty. So I wasn't gonna get it because my entire playthrough, we've been doing everything on hard difficulty. I did switch the difficulty. I gotta use the fucking, give me a second, guys. I gotta switch this fucking back to the right monitor. There you go, now y'all can see me. So I've been doing this from Chaos difficulty mid playthrough. I wanna say when we got to Tharbad, that's when I ended up switching up to Chaos difficulty. I didn't tell you guys that. But now, so I do the game over again, I put everything on Nightmare difficulty from the start. So now I will get the trophy when we beat the game for Nightmare difficulty. Okay, so we go into the game here, guys. You will see that I did do everything on Nightmare difficulty. Now, doing everything from scratch on Nightmare was a pain in the ass. Because I ended up having to, you guys can see right here, Command Battle difficulty, Nightmare. Field Battle difficulty is maxed out at hard. There is no Nightmare for that, but I am on Nightmare difficulty, so we've been doing this the entire time from scratch. Now, I want to say, I thought this game, would be a lot more difficult than I thought, but honestly, Nightmare difficulty is really not that difficult. It's mainly just the beginning of the game. The beginning of the game is probably the hardest part of everything because you really have nothing, but once you kind of get your ordnance sets kind of established, I want to say around like chapter 2, that's where Nightmare difficulty is not really that hard at all. So we kind of got to the game just fine, but still, those are pain in the ass, man. I had a speed running, ×2 speed, skip all the cutscenes. I did do all the side quests again because I ended up already hitting max rank in Arc Ride Solution, so I got all the fucking shit maxed out. Gosh, that's so fucking stressful, man. So fucking stressful. We got it done, though. We got it fucking done. Now, what's really interesting here, guys, is how long did this shit take me? So I know the game says at the top there, 7 hours, 51 minutes. The speed run itself probably took me maybe like 4 hours and 40 minutes. The rest of that was spent having to edit the characters in and out. Every time a new character joined me, I had to replace all the ordnance. The further and further I got into the game, I got more I had to re-equip, reevaluate, do all that. It took so goddamn long. But the speed run was actually 4 hours and 40 minutes. So I want to say that's not that bad, considering I did it from scratch. Now, the biggest issue is I did use Shizuna the entire time. There were some parts where I realized that I had to get her on my party. So there is some issues with Shizuna, alright? We already knew this was a thing, but I didn't realize how much of a big of a problem that she actually was, and I realized because her being here basically makes it to where what I realized is this, is if she's in the party, either she'll lock out another character, like there was parts in like chapter 2 and 3 where she locked out Agnes, but I was able to use Shizuna instead. There was parts in like chapter 5, she locked up the guard instead, but she actually locked both herself out and another character, and then I was down 2 characters instead of 1. So it was so fucking, she causes so many fucking issues. I want to say it's because I had characters switching in and out that time. So as long as there's no characters or no guest characters joining your party, she's completely fine. But if there is, it's fucked basically. So what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to respectfully dismiss Shizuna. I am not going to have her in my party until I believe it's going to be my last possible chance to clear her back in the party, and hope that nothing fucks up. If it does, I'll load my second save and just fucking just kick her out, and it is what it is that way. But you guys might have noticed that I am rocking a brand new outfit with your boy Van here. So as a matter of fact, all the characters, I gave them their Kaino Kaseki outfits. Today I put out a mod to put all the Kaino Kaseki's default outfits into this game. Now what's very, very interesting is Begard. I don't know how to say his fucking name. Begard, how do you say the old motherfucker's name? I guess, I don't know what their outfits look like in the second game, guys, but I guess in the third game, I guess Begard just doesn't have a new outfit. I don't know if they just couldn't import it correctly or what, but like I guess Begard is the same. He wears the same fucking outfit like the second and third game. He just doesn't want to give it up. I don't know, but I'm gonna go count those guys. The best outfit from Kaino Kaseki that I have here that you're gonna see today is probably Van and Fairy. I like Fairy's outfit. I like Van's outfit. I like the one glove. I did the Michael Jackson bullshit. Everybody else is kind of just plain except for 2. I want to say my least favorites is going to be Aaron and Judith when you guys see them. Judith doesn't look bad. It's just, I like her outfit in this game better. And then Aaron's outfit, the color is just weird. It's like red and pink. It's so fucking weird, guys. I don't like his outfit at all. So when we do eventually get the third game, Kaino Kaseki here in the States, it will not be called Trails to Daybreak 3. It's going to be called something completely different because it's going to have characters outside of this game, I'm sure, because it's always going to be more like Trails of the Reverie, where it's like branching storylines, some other games and shit coming together. So I don't want to look more into it because I don't want to spoil the shit, but I'm looking forward to Kaino Kaseki now. So hopefully the person that made this mod, they give us this for the second game, because I don't know, I kind of want to use this outfit again. But y'all see it when we get there. Let's go and get into this episode today, guys. Now, I'm going to go ahead and cook this dish right here with Judith, because this is her penny pasta with a touch of Mama's home cooking, okay? Now, as you can see, it gives me CP plus 60. Ooh, and it's a full EP recovery. I love it. I love it. 600 EP is a lot. This is going to help me out in the final day.
I can cook too, you know.
It's going to help me out. I appreciate it, dude. I need it. Alright, so we gotta speak to all our allies for getting to work. I'm assuming that's why all these fucking exclamation points are on the goddamn screen. go ahead and make our way all the way to the roof first, and we'll work our way down. Yes, give me a second. Start with the roof. Hold on, McGarrett. Where's the roof at? Who up here? Hey, Zeros! So, what's he doing now? Sleeping? Or standby mode, I guess? Well, no point waking him up. Sleep tight, buddy. That's what's on, yes. Ooh, yes! Oh, feeling good, you girl! So this is where you snuck off to. Yes, I had a quick errand to attend to. Are all your preparations squared away? Preparations. Yeah, feels like a bit of a stretch to call them that, but yeah, I'm ready. Still got plenty of time, so no need to rush. Well, there's rushing, and then there's being efficient. Guess she's in the middle of something. I'll bug her later after my stuff's done. Alright, let's go see what Bagheera's up to. Her name to say it. Bagheera, Bagard, Bagheera. Oh! Hey, pause for a second, guys! Listen, bro! Hey, Bagheera, what you listening to, homeboy? Listen, guys, I am an OST connoisseur. I love my goddamn music, bro, but this motherfucker is listening to shit that I would listen to. So you mean to tell me they gave me an old guy, they gave me the old nigga, and they made this nigga likable? He's good at combat, he's got good taste in music? But God, I ain't good cat, guys, listen. Y'all know that Little Fairy is my favorite character in the fucking game. Yes, Judith is fucking hot, but that's all she is. She's a baby girl, she's hot. Oh my yes, we already know this information. All you guys are but guess what? Little Fairy is still the best one in the goddamn game, alright? But I ain't gonna cap. But Garrett, he may be right behind Fairy. Sorry, Judith, you're number 3 now. But God. Oh boy. Yeah, I never would have guessed he has good taste in music. Hey. But look who's made himself right at home.
As you well know, I shouldn't even be alive right now.
You shit! Why are you smiling, Bagheera? I can't smile either. Come on, get out of here, bro.
I decided to make the most of this chance, to try things I couldn't even imagine in my previous life, and have found myself rather enjoying them.
Dude, you are enjoying yourself. I'm glad you're here.
The magazines you used to read were quite inspirational, if I'm being honest.
You pick up my shit? Wait, so this is my fault? If his horrors and more respectable students who found this out, they have my head. So, Ashlad isn't the uncooperative jackass I was expecting?
Indeed. He may be a man of few words, but he is an honorable, just, and determined one, capable of seeing the greater picture. Rank-and-file armed monks trust him, so I would be confident in Iscariot's handling of matters, if he were the only one they answer to.
You got this boss to worry about, their captain, right? The one all 30,000 members of the Papa Guard and Iscariot answered to.
Correct. They took up their post after my retirement, so I've never met them. I believe their identity is considered a top secret, even among the Congregation for Divine Worship, to whom the Papal Guard also answers. I suspect only a small number of people know who they are. Several hundred Iscariot monks, the cardinals of the Congregation for Divine Worship, the commander of the Gralsritter, and the Pope.
Why is there so many members in this goddamn group?
Whoever they are without a doubt the Congregation's wild card.
For what reason would someone like that have to get the right-hand man involved in this? The Genesees? But they're more of a Gralsritter kind of deal, right? Actually, why are you even telling me all this stuff in the first place? I'm already like a magnet for info. I don't want to know as it is.
It's far too late to be caring about such things, my young friend.
But girl, you're way too happy.
Still, whether they are criminal or legal, your old friends or your assistants, I genuinely believe that the more people you know and interact with, the better. Who we meet shapes who we become. Be these relationships fortunate or foul, we are all the more human because of them. Surely the past 5 years have taught you this.
Yep. Well, I just... People's natures just don't change easily, I guess. Having you in Erasion was a huge help. As huge a help as it is having you here now. So I count this relationship among the fortunate ones, at least. So keep sticking around so the younger generation can kick back a bit, yeah? I'll pay you as thanks, but I don't think you take the mirror anyway. At least let me get you something even nicer than that jacket you've taken a liking to. Nope, man, he's gonna run out for the next 2 days, buddy. The same old shit! Anyway, we still got plenty of time left, so I'll go ahead and leave you be. Take it easy, master. I ain't coming in front of a girl anymore, guys.
There are things in life you cannot avert your eyes from. No matter how hard you try. Whether you can realize that fundamental truth is down to you, Van.
And Fang, appreciate it. Alright guys, my only regret is that maybe I gotta change the holocore mod up for the second game. I don't want to call him Okud anymore. I gotta call him Boz. I gotta figure out how to say his name first. What's that? Must be working on stuff for Marduk. Probably about Armada. There is still a decent chunk of time until 1/2 so I better get out of her hair.
Oh, Mr. Arkwright.
Oh, Miss Twanks! Sorry, I wouldn't have come if I'd known you were working. All the Armada stuff almost wrapped up.
Yes, we've been able to pinpoint groups related to them, their dummy corporations, and other illegal channels. I admit to some surprise at just how far outside of Calvard their reach spreads, but Marduk has largely decontaminated the areas over which it has influence.
Your chief of security had a big role to play in that too, I'm sure. Though, who wants to bet Thorndike could use this as a chance to expand Marduk's market share?
I suspect you would be on the winning side of that bet. Between the war against the Empire and the Tower and Crossbell appearing soon after, feels like too much is happening too fast in Zemuria. As other countries seek to catch up with the Republic and its latest innovations, Zyphas, assault frames, I imagine the need for Marduk's services will only expand going forward.
Makes it abundantly clear we're living in a time of big change. And speaking of, you started thinking of the next step for yourself at all?
I am but a humble concierge. Nothing more, nothing less. My focus for the foreseeable future remains supporting you, Mr. Arkwright. Be that with Mare or with your stun caliber. I could do most of my work remotely as I did before, of course, but I am now aware of just how much more inefficient that is.
Gotcha! Sure wish I knew why you people love to have their eye on me so damn much. But I ain't gonna tell you what's due. We got an equal deal going on between us right now. Just keep that in mind, because starting next month, I'm not gonna need as much office stuff as I have been. Which is probably fine for you. Your plate seems like it's full enough without dealing with the day-to-day around here.
Well, I suppose I do. Though I would like to believe I'm making a fair contribution irrespective of that.
Something else?
It's nothing, really. I was only thinking that I might not be able to help you from next month onward after all.
Why's that?
You see, next month will mark 1 year since I was given this body, and it's about time it was given some thorough maintenance.
Ooh, maintenance. Oh, right.
Depending on matters here and the overall project status, I might have to return to my former environment. In that event, I would have no choice but to revert to assisting you remote.
Now hold up there. You really gonna be okay with that?
So you have an inkling as to what that former environment was? What gave it away? Was it something about the way I work? No, I suppose there isn't any point in me knowing.
I can take my guess was that every time I deal with the robot in a video game, it's always some kind of fucking contraption you guys are in. It wasn't anything like that. Just...
Please, don't misunderstand. As you're aware, Marduk is a logical, impartial corporation. So long as I keep demonstrating I can provide value to them, I don't doubt they will keep letting me use this body.
Wait, Rosette, what are you... They're letting me use the body, but it's your body though. Is there a real body somewhere else? Is there a conscious... How does that work though, guys? Like, is her mind implanted in like a... Does she have a real body somewhere? What do you mean they're letting you use it? How can you not use it? Was it gonna kill you off or some shit?
In that regard, our relationship is quite equitable. I even plan to purchase it from them if all goes well.
What? What is that? That's an option? A state-of-the-art artificial body can't run cheap.
It most certainly is costly. But with my salary, I think it's possible that I could have enough Mira saved in a few years.
A few years?
My current arrangement here earns me even more than my remote work did, too. So I would like to keep at it as long as possible.
Oh, Rosette, we got some problems. If you're making more money working for my ass, you need to think your career choice. Damn! So she ain't getting paid shit working for Marduk, but she makes more with the jobs that she does for me. Rosette, you ain't never gonna pay off that body, baby. Hey, I'm happy I can help though. Maybe I'll give you a raise next month. So I'm curious, just how high of a salary are we talking anyway?
Well, I can't give you a specific number since that's classified information.
Fucking course it is.
But about enough to buy an Etwas entry-level sedan?
That sounds pretty fucking expensive, actually. You can buy a used apartment in the suburbs with that kind of money. Yeah, is that? I still think, guys, like, what is Marduk gonna do? They're gonna take her body away from her or some shit? She doesn't pay for it? Like, I own you. You're mine. What? No. Bitch. Aaron, what you reading there, homeboy? Honestly, kind of nice to have you still after the same around times like these.
You come to talk about that cold bunk you said to the kiddos? If it was gonna eat away at you, you shouldn't have said it in the first place. Looks lame when a dad past his prime sulks over his teenage kids.
Quit finding ways to call me old. Besides, you seem to have it in your head I wasn't talking to you, but I was. You gotta have plans to go back home eventually, right?
Sure do. I'm a born and bred Longport boy, and I always will be. But I've only been here for 3 months. That's barely enough time to miss me. So unless I've got some specific reason to head back, I'm staying put. But I wouldn't mind going to a few other places, like Crossbell or Arabonia. Hell, I'd even put Eastern Zemuria on the table.
Hell, look at you go.
Knock it off with the my baby's growing up vibe. Oh, and let's get one thing straight. Me staying in the capital doesn't mean I'm gonna be at your beck and call.
I don't give a shit if you do.
If the girls left and this place turned into a total sausage fest, I don't even want to think about how sad a sight that'd be.
Hey, don't give me that look. I'm asking your pity, alright? By the way, your old problem ain't showing any signs of resurfacing, right?
You mean that tyrant?
Yep.
Yeah, nothing there. Yen can call me a reincarnation all he wants, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm as me as I can be. I decide what I want to do with my life, not some dusty old relic from the ancient past.
Hey, you're a one-of-a-kind, country little bastard, you know that?
And what's that supposed to mean? Don't be such a freaking creep. Anyway, get lost so I can have my fun. Though, if you don't mind waiting to kick some ass on the clock, that'll give me time to go tap some ass off the clock.
We ain't putting off work for that. Just how much have you been getting around when I haven't been looking? Alright. Let's see who's in here. Gotcha!
Hello, Van.
Hello, Theo! So polite sounding. I like Theo.
Oh, is it time to go already?
Yeah. Still got a little bit of time though, don't worry. But damn, that drone is something. Their speech is stiffer than a hollow's, but it's wild how you can hold a whole conversation with
Yeah, they don't have complete free will, but they do have a networked sense of self. Zeros is the same. They're around the same quality as those combat shells in the Empire, from what I understand. The other mare is leagues ahead of them on a technical scale, but Hades knows how long it'll take humanity to make something similar.
Didn't that motherfucker in Marduk, what's his name, Chasm, and didn't he have like a little robot doll with him too? I think that, wasn't Thorndyke speaking to Chasm through that fucking doll thing? So maybe it's not an actual, I don't know, guys. I thought they got that technology too, so. That'd be a tough task, even for Hamilton and Cronkite.
Oh, absolutely. We're talking singularities here. Still, we know it's theoretically possible. That was proven by what happened behind the scenes 2 years ago. You've heard all about that, I assume.
A bit, yeah. I guess I don't even need to ask what you're gonna do once you graduate. Feels like a given that you'll be focusing on orbit drone research, or have you got your sights set even higher?
I'd like to help the professor with her work at some point. even if I don't feel like I'm quite ready yet. Still, I'd rather finish things here before moving on to something else. Working here has been incredible for broadening my horizons too, so I think continuing my studies here would be more than worth its while.
Thanks.
Basel has patently more in the way of facilities, but the orbital network is lightning quick these days. It's even helped me attend lectures at the Institute remotely, so it hasn't been half as inconvenient as I was expecting. Being here will also let me take part in the project to upgrade the network currently in use in Edith and the surrounding area. Though at some point, I'd really like to broaden my studies at the Epstein Foundation, ZCF, and Reinford.
Okay, slow down, Katrin. That makes sense though. Man, a little boy who could only think of protecting his grandmother's home is already took the world by storm. With how grown up you are, you should have just joined us in the spring instead of being shy.
What? Who are you, Aaron?
My bad, I only heard after it came out of my mouth. But yeah, compared to the others, it hasn't been long since you moved in, right? If you're satisfied with the setup you got going on here, I don't see the harm in working from here for a while longer. Plus, you got Paulette to break down your neck if your health starts to nosedive from researching all night, and you get free food.
You're probably right. It's nice how she always worries. Still, are you sure you aren't gonna need my help after this month? Almada might be out of the picture, but the issue of the Genesis is still ongoing. And there's still a lot we don't know about Mare, the Grendel, or Marduk either.
True.
Then there's whatever Yang, Professor Cronkite, is working on with the president.
I forgot about that. You got a point. There's a lot going on. So if I need help with stuff, I'll be sure to come knocking. That means you come knocking if you need help with my stuff too. Can investigate whatever you want, even down to the color of Cronkite's underwear.
That's so random. And don't think I didn't notice you patting me on the head.
Want me to do it again?
You've become very red, Katra.
You catch a cold, let me feel.
My temperature is perfectly normal, thank you very much.
Alright, Katra, I'll leave you alone. Stop teasing. Cute little teddy bear, fairy! Ooh, Ward history. Ooh, she's got 2 different history books. Are those Central Eastern and Western history textbooks?
Oh, yeah. Agnes gave me the Western one.
Trying to study up?
They're supposed to be the same edition, but there's a bunch of little differences between their contents and viewpoints. It's been really eye-opening comparing them, even if there's also lots of stuff I don't really understand.
Well, ain't you a budding little scholar? If you can get your hands on the Far Eastern version, I bet you find all kinds of differences there, too.
I was thinking the same thing. So, Aaron promised to give me his old copy.
How nice of you.
You know, before I met you, I barely left the village. Most of my life was spent inside of it. But Ida wasn't kidding when she talked about how big the outside world is. Even if I dedicated my entire life to studying, I doubt I could learn all there is to know about it.
Probably, yeah. Listen, I meant what I said earlier too, but I probably shouldn't have brought it up out of nowhere the way I did.
No, I totally get where you're coming from. The timing is right. Now that Almada's gone, I feel like I've been able to avenge Ida's death. It sounds like Abi's willing to forgive me for disobeying his orders, too. I also miss Umi, my mom, and my siblings Lana and Camille, to tell you the truth. But I've also gotten used to living in Calvert, and I have a lot of fun at Sunday school. And more than anything else, I'd be really sad to say goodbye to you and everyone here.
Still, we're not talking about tomorrow or even next week. And even if you do go home, it's like we'll never see each other again. If your goal is to become a real warrior, though, then I think the choice is clear.
I guess you're right.
Though you don't have to go down that path if you don't want to, little fairy. There's plenty of things you can do off the battlefield, you know. You could even try following a path more like Sophie's.
You really think I could be like Vi?
I'm not pushing you to join the guild or anything, to be clear. Just saying it might be better than you following in your brother's footsteps.
Yeah, I think so too. Still, I never even considered becoming a bracer. Is it okay if I think more about it?
Well, of course. Think about it as long as you want. It's no rush. And just be ready to head out in a bit, okay?
Okay.
I can see little fairy being a bracer one day. I can see that. She's focused on getting taller, though. Real big and strong. Alright, making our way downstairs. What? Oh, hi Ben. We just wrapped up the breakfast menu for the day. Well, she said, no more from the morning menu for you. Don't care if you didn't get enough to eat. You lost your chance. I'm fine. I'm a grown-ass adult. I don't need to eat that much. I just dropped by to kill time until I leave for work. Also, I just wanted to say, I'm so glad you all made it back here safe and sound. I second that. Sometimes make for noisy neighbors, but lately it's hard to rest easy when things get too quiet around here. Especially now that I won't be seeing my Crow regular anymore. Oh yeah, I guess you and that guy from Crow have some history, huh? Sorry. Yeah, since he helped with the restaurant stock, we got to know him pretty well. We'll be going to his memorial service, as you can imagine. It's only fair we send him off after everything he did for us. Right? Makes sense. Well, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, so things still be lively around the office. But the source of the issue's gone now, so my assistants might split off soon. I'll believe that when I see it. It's a little hard to imagine they would. Oh, I was gonna ask earlier, but what about that racer? Did he stop by again? He has. He actually stopped by yesterday, thanks for asking. Huh. That's good, I guess. You alright? Yeah, I suppose. He enjoyed his meal at least. So Victor, what's the verdict? Anything between them or what? What? You don't gotta glare at me like that. Oh, are you talking about Maxim? He's funny in a lame way. He's got his work cut out for him before anyone expects him as a father. Good luck, pal. I ain't gonna lie, guys. I don't know how I feel about Maxim dating Paulette again. No, just let him go. Thing is, though, I can tell by that smile on Paulette's face she's falling for it. Fall in love with that nigga all over again. God damn, Paulette! You deserve better. Almost forgot about Judith.
So you're going back to your apartment? Yeah, I guess that's the plan. I must have worried you sick, huh? It looks like Buzz Raiders finally given up on their stupid obsession with me, so it seems safe enough to live there again.
There's been so much going on lately that I'm sure they've got bigger fish to fry now.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you two ladies.
Oh, you're fine. I've actually been wanting to thank you for helping out Judith for a while now. Please pass on my regards to everyone else as well, including the family who runs the bistro.
Now hold your horses! I'm the one who's been helping him out. So why is he the one getting thanked?
Because I'm sure that you just weaseled your way into his trips outside the capital without taking no for an answer. I don't know all you've been up to, but I do know that you were able to return in one piece thanks to Arkwright Solutions' efforts. And with how much I respect you as my senior in the industry, I think it's only natural for me to want to say thank you.
Nina, you're way too good for this shit.
So you respect me that much, huh? I mean, not that it isn't perfectly natural for you to respect me, of course.
Never takes much to butter her up, though I'm sure our young lady here just so happens to be an expert at it.
She's become such a sassy little thing.
I wonder whose fault that is, Judith.
She was so cute and polite when she first started out, but look at her now. All that success must be going to her head.
That was 2 years ago, right? Though I don't know if 15 is early or late for starting out in your industry.
It's not late, but it's not really early either. I started acting at 14 myself.
Oh, a classic Disney story. Gotcha.
A lot of actors and actresses get their first roles when they're children even, which just goes to show how much of an unusual case she is. She ended up going from a rookie to a top actress in 3 years, which is just crazy.
I can see why, though. I've seen a few of her films, and it's interesting to see how different her approach to the craft is compared to yours. You can handle any kind of role that's thrown at you, sure, but she just fully becomes the character she's playing without even trying.
I didn't realize you knew your way around different acting techniques. I agree with you, too. Her performance in Wolf's Requiem was amazing, but Gloria just blew me away.
Yeah, her as Sheena Dirk was something else. The media kicked up all that fuss about her used to her playing the role, but in the end, it was hard to see her as anything other than Sheena Reborn.
Boy, she's 4 years my junior, and already she's nipping at my heels. She's sure not making it easy to stay top dog. But I say bring it on. I don't plan to go down without a fight.
Good. I got nothing but respect for that sponge you got in you. Real shame about the rest of you, though.
You better watch your darn mouth. And while I'm at it, I think what you said earlier was pretty out of line, too.
Now why you getting on me now? But, yeah, I guess you're right.
So, now that we've dealt with Almada, things should be back to business as usual before long. But it's about time you guys started thinking about whether or not you want to keep working here.
Yeah, I think so too.
Wow, I didn't expect you to outright admit it. Then...
Still, you don't want people butting in on your side hustle either, do you?
Well, no, but that's not the same thing. I inherited my techniques from my mom and hers before her. And while they might not be legal, I still think the world needs... Oh, I get you now. I don't know what your secret is, but you've got something you don't want people to get involved in too, huh? Or I guess, something you can't afford to let them get involved in.
Anyway, as two people who transform into things that teenagers might have dreamt up, we gotta look out for each other. Don't know if I'm down to get caught living with an actual criminal though, so you should still probably find some other place to live.
But I really don't want to give this place up. Well, I've got my next film's premiere coming up, so I'll go back to my old place before the festival, at least. I just wish I didn't have a bunch of stuff to report to Mom and Grammy first.
Stop being lazy, Judith. Get it done. Back upstairs. Somebody on the roof. Oh, that's on you next.
Okay, that should do it. Oh, Van, is it almost time to go?
It's getting there, but we still got some time. Can't believe how lifelike this guy is. Professor Hamilton's serious or something else.
I was told there's more to him sleeping in the sun than just imitating dogs, too. He can turn the sun's rays into orbital energy.
Makes sense. I remember that being one of the areas Professor Hamilton was researching. Still, I know you've gotten real comfy around here over the past few months, but it's almost time to start planning the next school festival, ain't it? Isn't the student council gonna get real busy soon?
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm starting to feel the pressure, to tell you the truth. The end of April still feels like a long ways off now, but I know it'll be here before we know it. I was able to attend last year's festival just after enrolling, and there was just so much to see and do over those 3 days. It was hard to believe that the whole event was planned and executed by students alone, even if quite a lot of them did take part.
Yeah, it's a staple of spring in the capital at this point, especially with how many people check it out. And with your current president at the helm, I can see this upcoming one being a festival for the books.
The other student council members and I are a little worried about that. So you did attend Aramis then? Just like Elaine and Mr. Kincaid.
Yeah. I dropped out not long after becoming a second-year student, though. Elaine and I were in the same year, while Rene was a third year. Second he had the chance, Rene took on being student council president, because of course he did. And because we'd known him for so long, we started helping out with student council work too. Then Elaine stepped up and took the role of vice president once the former one decided to go abroad for a while. So there you go. That's how the festival came to be under one man's merciless watch.
I see. Of course, after getting to know you so well, I can imagine that whatever you organized for it was anything but typical. I'm sure Elaine was less than impressed with it, while Mr. Kincaid thought it would be funny and thoroughly approved, even though he probably shouldn't have.
It's like you were right there with us. Still remember my first drink at the after party back then too. Man, it was so good. You know how much of a sweet tooth I've got, but not even the bitterness of the alcohol keep me from cranking a smile.
I should have known. You were pushing the boundaries of legality even as a teenager. So the festival came to a close, and the student council elections were held in May. That's when Elaine became the next president. And when you dropped out, I assume. You did it without warning, too. Without so much as a single discussion with anyone beforehand. So, how right am I?
Sure you're not psychic? It's like you're in my head.
Well, I know the average school year at RMS, so I just put two and two together after seeing the way you talk to them. That, and these last few months have also done wonders for my personal growth. I used to be this shy little girl who was afraid to leave her comfort zone. Someone who couldn't even speak her mind to the one family member she wished she could the most. But now, I feel like a whole new me. I can walk a little further, and have learned to say what's in my heart. I have everyone here to thank for that. But most of all, I have you to thank for that.
I thought divinity my high school years was enough of a surprise, but you weren't done, huh? At this rate, you're gonna have everyone running around at your beck and call even more than ready.
Oh, stop. I doubt that'll be the case, though there is one person I wish would pay a bit more attention to me.
What's up?
Nothing. I was just thinking that I still have a long road ahead of me.
So, you gotta talk to him a bit on the phone after what happened in Racion, but that's it? Yes, though I'm used to that by now. Seems like this year's Revolution Festival is going to be a big one too, but with the memorial service and more besides. It's no wonder he doesn't have much time dedicated to me right now. But he did say we could get together after the ceremony is over, thankfully. Really? I guess that's better than nothing, and at least you can still see him. That is true. Compared to Elaine, I'm very fortunate. I can't even imagine what she must be going through. She's amazing to have been able to do what she did, to make what must have been an excruciating decision, even if it was the right one. I don't think there are many people who could have followed through on that, brace or otherwise. I hate that the hard times couldn't run over for her, but if you could just be there for her, I think she would like that very much. I don't mean to put that responsibility squarely on your shoulders, of course. Mr. Kincaid and the guild should be there for her too, but still. I mean, yeah, I wasn't gonna give her the cold shoulder or anything. It won't make up for what I did 7 years ago, but I like to think I can be there for her in some way others can. Sounds like she won't be back here for a while though. She's got a ton to do in her Ocean. What's that look for? Not proactive enough, you think? Oh, don't mind me. I'm sure just knowing you want to comfort her would mean a lot in itself, really. Oh, okay. Yeesh, can always be a teenager once they get to that age, I guess. Still. What is it? Why are you laughing? Hey, you little birds want to get a room? I didn't know you were all here. Is it already time to leave then? You might want to get your eyes checked if you thought you were seeing hard eyes. Oh, I don't know. Did you hear anything special, Zeros? Not you too, Katre. You're just making small talk, honest. I feel a little better now, to be honest. Our futures may still be uncertain, but for now, we can continue to take you today as it comes. That we can, and sorry, I should have said what I did earlier. Van? Our boss such a little troublemaker. Don't sweat it. This ain't not being able to read the room comes with old age. You know, one day you're gonna realize I'm still in my goddamn prime. It's always the same with you two. Forget it. Let's just see what's on the docket for today. The Revolution Festival's 3 days out, and I wouldn't be surprised if the aftermath of Armada's destruction led to problems too. It's only 10:30, folks, and there's a lot of us, so I think we can cover all the different parts of town by today, right? Right. Then let's get to work. Alright, so Anya, Sperry, and Aaron are in the party. Who's gonna come with us? Bazette seems busy. Let's take the old fork and contract. Sorry, Judith. Shizuna! Hey, what's up? Hey, you just hopping along? You here for the ride? You want to walk around town, Shizuna? Hey, I didn't call you to my party though, baby girl. How about you walk your happy ass all the way back to my goddamn room and get the fuck out? Want you in the party, bro? You gonna crash my game again? She's gonna crash the game, guys. Get out. Shizuna, I will call you when I'm ready for you again, okay? She just, I'm here. No, you're not here. The office is bound to face heavy traffic on the day of the festival. As such, I plan to organize our submission documents and perform other clerical work in advance. Feel free to entrust with this work and devote your attention elsewhere. I'm going to do just that then, is that? Alright, let's go straight to that bulletin board, guys. See what's on the docket for today, baby. Then we're running around and solve NPCs.
What do I do? What have we got?
Got a 4 SPG, little Agnes. So my son Curtis, isn't Curtis that fucking rich bitch's son that lives over here by the bathhouse? Has recently started behaving rather violently. I'm concerned he might have made friends with some bad eggs. I would like you to investigate what happened to him. I will explain things over at my house in Old Town, Zura. There's still a lingering scent. Gotta check those bulletin boards. Okay, so we got, let's just go straight there, guys. See what this bitch is all talking about. Hey, you that bitch's mother? You're Zura, right? The one who put the call out for us? We're with Arglass Solutions. Nice to meet you. Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much for coming. Please have a seat, young man. I'll get some tea ready in just a minute. I was curious what a springing would be like, you know? But you look just like normal people. I might have even seen you around town before. You probably have. Our office is in Old Town after all. I know stuff about you and your son. He's studying for high school entrance exams, right? Wow, you weren't kidding. You really do know about us. But you're right. We're hoping he'll be able to get into Aramis Academy, so I've been having him rigorously study every day. His grades were in a bit of a rut for a while, but they have thankfully started improving. Not that I ever doubted him, of course. He is my son, after all. If he keeps this up, he should have another spot in the academy at the tippy top of his class. I don't think it's inherently wrong on much trial to succeed, but she might be taking it a bit too far. But right as he's starting to show some promise, the situation turns dire. Curtis has been behaving really strange as of late. He's becoming violent all of a sudden, yelling really loudly, hitting things. And he's never done that before? I can see why you would be concerned. Never in his life. He's always been a good boy. He must be in some awful company if he's acting this way. That's the most logical explanation. I'll take my eyes off him for a moment, and then this happens. That's why I need you. Please figure out what happened to my precious Curtis. So, what if he's gotten a little sassy? I want to curse myself beautiful if I was getting choked like this 24/7. Really? I don't think it would hurt to look around a little and make sure he isn't falling in with the bad crowd just to be safe. What do you think, man? Should we help her? Maybe. Give me a minute to think about it. Should we help her, guys? She is a rich bitch. Just remember that. Remember, guys, all rich people are assholes. Okay, just keep that in mind. Yeah, we'll do it. Fuck it. Alright, we'll take the case. Fantastic! Thank you so much, young man. If you don't mind me asking, ma'am, where is Curtis right now? He's all buying some reference material. There's a bookstore in the Tyro district we like to shop at. I imagine he's there. Oh, so he's out right now? That's perfect, actually. Before we start with anything else, mind if we search his room? I ain't too hot on digging through a teen's room like that, but it's the most obvious place to start looking for info. I understand. You can search his room. Follow me upstairs, Springer. Bet you anything he's got all the good, dirty mads hidden under his mattress. How did I know you were gonna say that, Aaron?
Time to get our hands dirty.
Time to get our hands dirty, Bard! Here you are! This is Curtis's room. Thanks for showing us. Alright, gang, let's get this done for the kids back home. Van and the rest started combing through Curtis's bedroom. At first, they found nothing of note that could plausibly explain his voluntary behavior. The only objects kept hidden were moccasins with floating spores. But a few minutes later, bingo! Did you find something, Van? You bet. Take a look at what I found tucked away inside the desk drawer. Mint tin? It looks kind of empty. I don't think I recognize the brand. Could you explain what it is? They sell tobacco-flavored mints inside these suckers. You only get them if you're smoking or trying to quit. That would explain why it doesn't smell like cigs in here. Could have been chewing on those instead of lighting one up. They taste like what? They might not be the real thing, but only delinquents even think about smoking at his age. Oh, my acid reflux. Oh, my poor Curtis. Where did I go wrong with you, my dear Curtis? I thought I raised you to be such a good little boy. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, man. We might be missing something that explains why he had this cannon. I know exactly why he had it. It's all my husband's fault. Him and that got him demoted from the Bank of Edith. Oh, we were forced to move into Old Town because of that. If we were living in a safer neighborhood, my son would be staying from the path. My husband was supposed to start working as a subsidiary once he was out of probation. But where do I end up finding him instead? Mart. I called him again without a care in the world where I was out shopping. Absolutely ridiculous. Has he been Tom or just pulling the wool over my eyes? I can't trust him anymore, would you? Wow, she just keeps on going. Anyway, this 10 gives us a good jumping off point. We'll keep sipping around and see what turns up. Pardon my outburst. I'll leave you all to it. I'll be waiting for your report downstairs, Spriggan. What's the matter, Van? Did you notice something else? Yeah, the tin still stinks. It's faint, but you can still get a whiff if you get real close to it. Smells just like an orbital hookup. Feels like a lifetime ago, but I recognize that smell anywhere. What? Really? And here I thought we were falling down with that bullshit. I remember you telling me about that case. You mean the drug that A developed and peddled through Vegas films? I don't remember hearing about that stuff coming in tablets. Where did he get something like that? I worry for how his health might be affected. Alright, Chief, what's the plan? Did we go straight to the kid and give him the spill? No, we need to figure out where these things came from in the first place. Right now, it stays between us. Nothing good came of his mom catching wind of this. With a firecracker of a mom like that, I can only imagine. Since we're talking about tobacco-flavored mints, maybe a cigarette seller would know something? If his father smokes too, that could also lead somewhere. Agreed. Might as well look into both of those. The mom says something about her husband eating at Montmartre, right? And we know that Jen and sells tobacco. Easy. Let's get on this request right away, guys.
Hey,
Alright, so who's going out the... Ooh, what's Anya? Ooh, it's Anya's mom. Anya was just over the moon this morning. Apparently they're doing some special class at Sunday school today. As a parent, I'm happy to see the school so engaged with its students. I appreciate how they tweak and refine the lesson plans as they go. Anya may be wise behind her years, but she still has much to learn. I want her to soak up everything she can while she's still young and curious. Just can't catch a break. My kingdom for another look at that vixen. I've only seen her in passing, but she steals my heart every time. Who, Judith? My guy, just quit while you're ahead. Yeah, remember, Judith is ours. We can't hand over Judith to anybody else. Nobody gets Judith but your boy.
Welcome. Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, no, thank you. I like how you said welcome. All right, what do we got here? Burned out lights at the 10th District High Street. District 2 has a building with faulty HVAC. Go figure, I have to trudge all the way out there today. I'll tackle that after lunch. This time of year is always a mess for us. All the holidays, celebrations, bring in all the jobs. It'd be sure be nice if Rebecca could help with the festival prep out in the field, but, well, that's a no-go for obvious reasons. We're all gonna do to get a new worker around here.
Alrighty.
Kinda dropped by recently, and we gotta catch up in a while. Now that things have finally settled down, she's continuing her studies over at Sylvie's place. I'm glad for her, really. She's so strong-willed. I would love to go and visit her, but I can't. Outside. I'm such a mess. I thought she was rapping for a minute, guys. Get that tune. You didn't get that look at, guys. Wish I could find a darker spot. Too much light here. What the fuck do you want? I ain't doing anything wrong, so piss off. Oh, he's right here.
Let me ask you something.
Got a minute? We want to ask about your son, Curtis. You're his father, right? Better spread the request from Roman's wife and summarize his findings thus far. What? My son is chewing on tobacco-flavored mints! I can't believe it. He's never been the brightest at school, but I don't think he'd be that stupid. Sir, please calm down. As an aside, do you smoke it all yourself? Goddess, no. What are you taking me for, an idiot? Why would I? The smell would only make our clients uncomfortable anyway. Then do you have any idea why Curtis would be taking those tablets? Any idea at all? Oh, I know exactly what's going on with them. It's my bitch of a wife. Boy, must be getting lazy, tired of studying for entrance exams and whatnot. So you must have taken them as a distraction. What an embarrassment to the family! He's getting real spoiled if he thinks he can get away with all this nonsense. When I was his age, I was so focused on my studies I didn't even have time to eat or sleep. Just wasn't gonna handle as my stupid wife doing raising our son for him to turn out like that. Sounds like the parents themselves have some issues to work through. With parents like these, kids gonna start acting out sooner or later. Thanks for the info. We'll get out of your hair now. Man, what a fucking prick. Alright. Where's she at? Did she get bited out? I'm away from the booth. Please come back later. Don't try anything funny, because I will catch you. Okay, so she left a note, guys. That's weird. She's not here. Oh, I guess this is the time of the week. She might be hanging around the church. We need to ask her about the tablet. Let's hurry up and find her. Okay, the church, guys. Church.
Kids are always so full of energy.
How? You telling me the doll's beast cat now? That's whack. And he got himself into the neighborhood kitty clip too? Whoa. Looks like Mr. Kitty's higher up on the food chain. Intriguing. If Zero's continues talking with these cats, it might develop an algorithm for translating their speech. That would be lovely. I'll look forward to Zero's learning. Hey, your goofy ass son is back in town. And he came back home the other day, but he told me he's just crashing here. Turned his nose up to help it out around the house. What's the boy thinking? He's just roaming the streets like a thought in that head of his. Well, I tried all I can. I guess I have to just let him be. Yeah, I would give up on him too. I understand what you can do with that kid.
Right. Say, why not take some flowers with you?
No. I drew the jacket cover for Jesse's record. It's not exactly high art, but I heard it's getting good reviews. Here's hoping it gives the sales a little shot in the arm. Oh, right, my actual job. For you to take some flowers with you if you're so inclined. I don't want your goddamn flowers, bruh.
What do I do?
I don't know. I'm the wrong person to ask. Oh, that's right. She was supposed to teach Sunday school. I forgot. This bitch. Yeah, you set that up, didn't you? I asked Jennifer to help with today's special lesson, and I'm glad I did. And she just has so many fascinating stories to tell. I'll learn a thing or two myself. And my goodness, the kids had so many curious questions for her at the end, and I knew I was right to ask her.
Well, can we talk?
Sorry to interrupt your class, Jen. Can we have a quick chat? We wanted to ask about a kid we've been hired to look into. Name's Curtis. All the goddamn fucking... fine! I guess we can if we really can't wait. Let's go somewhere else. Damn, what a rude bitch. Fan explained the request he and the others received from Curtis's mother. They also explained to start changing personality. What about Jen? She has a personality too. Right, okay. Not gonna lie, I think his parents are making a storm in a teacup. Kids are gonna turn into some hardened criminal because of this. But to answer your question, I do know who you're talking about. Came to my tobacco kiosk about an hour ago. He did? Yeah, the little spoiled asked for a tobacco flavored mints for sale. I told him I don't sell that, and even if I did, a kid like him shouldn't go anywhere near that. He got all huffy and started yelling and called me a no, which was nice of him. Wow, I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. Damn, kids got balls, say that to your face. What do you do after that? Beats me, I don't give a shit. My guess is we're looking for some other place he could sucker and sell him those mints. Makes sense. Thanks for the info. Well, that's both people on our list, and none of it helped. Dad didn't tell us anything new about that kid, and we got no info to go on about those mints. Guess the last stop's that bookstore his mom mentioned. He might not even be there, but it can't talk to him if he is. If he's not, we can always ask staff. They might know something. History is just, I don't know, I don't like it. But then my mom and dad named me after Sheena Dirk of all people. How am I supposed to fill her shoes? I just want to be an ordinary girl. Why did mom and dad have to name me after her? You'll stick with that name and you'll f***ing like it, you ungrateful little Sorry. Hey, so the Revolution Festival is coming up, right? The Revolution Festival? Of course it is, you little Remember the date? What's her problem? Jen, huh? All I really know about her is that she's stubborn as a mule, but she's pretty fun to listen to. She's lived a lot and seen a lot, so she's got plenty of stories to tell. And then my hat's off to Sister Maria too. She planned the whole thing. Miss Jen, I have a question. Have you always been a very candy shop? I sell tobacco, kid, not it ain't for kids, you hear me? Back then though, well, I can't get too deep into that. I was pretty popular is all I can say. Grandpa told me about that. So, Mommy was telling me about River she wants to buy. What does River's Eye Market mean? You mean Riverside Market, little Century and Marsh came around about the same time. Nowadays, split up into these 9 little districts. Honestly, what's the point getting their panties in a twist over foul language and bad influences? Every kid gets their rebellious phase and she ain't got nobody to blame but herself for how her kid grows up. She's got a point, guys. I head straight to the bookstore?
Then let's head over.
Let's get it.
I see.
Alright, that kid in here. But so Sheena Dirk and the Revolution have been selling like gangbusters the last couple of days. I'm taking it as a sign that people are staying positive and trying to look forward to the best one everything that's happened. As tragic as the incident in Krill was, we can't stay down in the dumps forever. We have to keep moving forward little by little. That's something.
Let me ask you something.
I don't see anyone who looks like they could be Curtis. I'll hit the manager and see what she has to say. Excuse me, does the name Curtis ring a bell by any chance? That explained the request he and the others received from Curtis's mother. They also explained his stark change in personality. Oh, wow, poor Curtis. I had no idea he was going through all of that. He comes here a lot, so one of my workers and I made a point of looking after him and helping him out with the studies. Unfortunately, I couldn't tell you anything about his personal life with those mints you mentioned, and that's all news to me too. That's okay, we appreciate you talking to us at all. If you don't mind me asking, could you tell us about that other worker? Oh, I recognize you. You come here a lot too. You're from Aramis, aren't you? His name is Albert. You probably know him, right? Yes, absolutely. I can't believe I forgot that this is where he works. He sure does. He and Curtis seems to get along really well. He would recommend reference books for Curtis to buy and whatnot. Between the two of us, I imagine Albert would know more about the little fella than I would. Fat load of good that'd do unless we could track the nerd down. Any ideas where he might be? At this hour, he's probably either on campus or somewhere around the Robber District. Then what are we waiting for? Let's go, go, go! That's exactly what we're gonna do, little fairy. Go, go, go! Fingers crossed he doesn't turn out to be a dead end.
This feels great.
It's great! They say that mafia is behind all sorts of incidents everywhere, not just what happened in Curve Village and Aracion. Apparently, they had a number of businesses working under their umbrella right here in Edith, too. And they weren't necessarily on the level either. Yeah, once they got exposed, you started to see empty buildings especially crop up left and right. I hate to be those real estate agents, but what I'm more interested in is certain sweets maker over in Aracion. If it was just a case of the president having ties to those nationalists, it wouldn't be that shocking. The guy sure lives to act like a noble. Yeah, but working with a model like that, they're not the only big company caught up with them. So it was ETW's, but it sure must not be easy being a Lena player right now. You can say that again, brother. The whole thing just leaves a real bad taste in my mouth. Man, all this heavy stuff's getting me down, Lindell. Should go out and find something chill for us to talk about. I need to change the pace. Now I should beck and call, Sloth. This madness again. Give me a fucking break. Well, I was out sick for a while. Suppose I can do whatever she wants for the time being. Ah, welcome. May I take your order? No, thank you. We may have dealt a decisive blow to Armada, but they haven't been fully eradicated. However, it should only be a matter of time before the remnants are rounded up. Once that happens, the balance of power in the underworld is sure to shift. I can't wait to see who ends up on top.
This
Kind of
tastes
scared me
great.
just a little bit. Just a little bit, guys. Hey!
How about some popcorn, huh?
No! It's good to see the city full of life again, and I'm meant to see what the Revolution Festival coming up. I've got to hunker down to get ready. The Revolution Festival this year is going to be so big. I hear celebrities and movie industry bigwigs are going to be in this area. And when they come through here, you best believe I'm going to be selling my popcorn. But how much out of the movies they all make?
Hey, did you see? There's a new movie.
I don't care about a new movie. Sell that popcorn.
How about some nice cold ice cream?
Ooh, I always hear something from you, Nami. I'm glad things have settled down now. I still can't believe it was the Quincy Company president behind all that. That company has so much history behind it, too. I knew he personally had ties to nationalists and stuff, but to be in bed with the mafia? But don't let that ruin their sweets for you. It's important to remember that Quincy's management and manufacturing are somewhat separated. The president might suck, but their sweets did nothing wrong. None of this changes the fact that they're amazing and made by true artisans.
So...
Yeah, I don't care either. I'm gonna
Let's proceed to the entrance.
I love this little guy. This has been a rather eventful year to be certain, especially with last week's tragedy. Yet somehow the festival will carry on, it seems. Now then, what should I watch today? This year has seen its fair share of worthwhile films, so picking one won't be easy. But I ain't gonna lie, guys, this old motherfucker cracks me up. It cracked me up the last time I saw it too, guys.
Thank you for your visit today.
Only a week has passed since that horrible event, and we've already amassed an astonishing amount of donations. As soon as we announced that we'd be donating a portion of our revenue, a good number of people came to visit. Witnessing this level of generosity makes me feel truly grateful that I get to be a part of this industry. humble as it is.
We have merchandise for the movie on sale at the shop.
It's a relief that Edith's back to its peaceful self. People can now enjoy our movies without fear and anxiety weighing on their minds. In fact, we were able to premiere Rainfall this week like we had originally planned. I'm so glad we were able to make that work. I hear there's been debate within the film industry as to whether studios should hold off on announcing new releases. Well, with that whole thing behind us now, I hope more films be hitting theaters before long. What you got planned, baby girl? Okay, Rainfall, Gloria, and Midnight Memories. Ooh, let's see what this Rainfall's about. How many tickets do you want to buy? Alright, Rainfall! Let me invite you because she's probably pissed that I didn't invite her with us today. And then, I want to invite Fairy again. Tickets for Rainfall, it'll be Sensory Mirror for 3. Thank you, ma'am. Best size lady one loose so you can watch the movie. I'm excited too, little fairy! Alright, Will, an up-and-coming stockbroker, and Mia, a woman of ambition, both work at local branches of their respective trading and banking companies. After a chance encounter in the city, the two hit it off and started dating. Growing steadily closer, it seems they were destined to be together. That is, until one fateful day when the relationship reaches an unexpected turning point.
You want to break it off? Just like that?
Oh, come on. It was just a bit of a fling, right? Just two lonely people trying to feel less lonely for a while. I'm studying abroad and you're moving back to your main office. It's like Adios herself planned for us to separate.
Fine, I get it. Guess this is it then. You better make those dreams of yours come true.
Of course I will. Who do you think you're talking to,
Yeah, I know. Well, take care, Mia.
You take care too, Will. Thanks for a wonderful time.
Damn, Judith!
Why'd it have to rain? Damn it, Will. Couldn't you tell these were tears?
God damn, Judith! Did a good job! Man, hurry up with the little screen, bro! Damn! I get what happened in the movie. It's pretty easy to understand. Except for one thing. Why do those two have to break up again? Couldn't they be boyfriend and girlfriend if they lived apart? If it was a different kind of relationship, I guess. There's nothing wrong with people who choose to do that. But I think once Will knew how determined Mia was, he felt like he had no choice but to accept her decision even if it hurt. Huh? Being an adult sounds so complicated. I thought people always wanted to stay with the ones that they love. I like the way that you think, little fairy, I really do. Be sure to hold on to that and don't throw it away once you grow up. You'll be glad you did. Huh? Okay, if you say so then. There is a certain sweetness to Mia's lighthearted disposition that I really enjoyed. And the way she went from looking so strong to those tears rolling down her face if it was raining, it was really... Can you not critique the movie like you're some film reviewer when I'm right here? You make me feel self-conscious. I guess I appreciate you noticing though. I did put a lot of effort into putting in just the right expression for that scene. There's a certain pain and suffering Mia feels in that scene that she can't let on or will to in that moment. I wanted that to really sting for people in the audience who can't do anything but watch that sadness unfold. I can see that now that you mention it. Just goes to show how talented you clearly are as an actress if you're able to pull off something that complicated. That's really high praise coming from a movie buff as big as you. Thanks, man. That means a lot. Yes. Give me my goddamn brochure. Having finished their break, Ben and his crew resumed their work. Yeah, I saw that. Disappearing and shit.
Hey, did you see? There's a new movie.
Yes, I saw the new movie. Saw popcorn, bro.
Rainfall. thank you for walking into my life.
Well, I heard.
Marielle's on a roll. She brought the stories about the end of that mafia gang and the arrest of that big-time president. She's becoming one heck of a reporter. It's kind of unbelievable. I mean, I know she couldn't have done it all on her own or anything, but it's still pretty astonishing. In any case, I think Dingo can rest in peace knowing Marielle's doing okay. Oh, it's you guys! Great job, everyone. You already saved the day back in Horacion. Thanks, you're a big help too, Marielle. Without you, I never would have been able to get all those kids on the airship. I've noticed you've been keeping busy lately. Yeah, you can say that. I had a lot of investigating to do once those revelations about Horacion came to light. And it was all worth it in the end, and I feel like I'm finally making a difference. Good for you. Now Dingo's got one less thing to worry about up there. I sure hope so. If I'm that much closer to becoming the sort of reporter he was, I'll take it. I want to sick of the whole gang, guys, but she's better now. Usually it's you, the Spriggan. Every goddamn time, guys. Spriggan.
Did you know?
Nothing like a good book on crimes to sink my teeth into. I almost can't believe the Quincy Company and ETWs had ties to the Mafia. I mean, they're enormous companies. How could organizations as big as them have such deep ties to the underworld, right? That's crazy! But that's one of the fun things about reading crime stories. The best ones always have a little dissonance that betray your expectations. Yes, guys, I am aware that I am saying ETWS wrong. I think it's called like ETWIS or EV something. I'll say ETW, it's too hard to fucking pronounce. I'm glad they lifted the state of emergency. I can't believe the president of the Quincy Company was behind everything, though. I always wanted to try his company's sweets at least once, but now the thought of them just makes me gag. Also, isn't Elaine a clever related to them somehow? I think I remember reading something about it before, but I forgot what. I'm relieved everything got resolved before the Revolution Festival. It means the EGC at the end of the year can go on as planned. Which means I've got a job to do, and that job is to find some outstanding models. Specifically, some fresh blood capable of spearheading the trails next year that'll be on display at the EGC. Something tells me that now might be a good time to retrace my steps, search for some hidden gems in places that I overlooked before. Edith's so lively today. We gotta get in there and live it up too. We can't be missing out on all the fun. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm around this kind of atmosphere, it gets me so pumped. I'm glad to see you're back to your usual self-sound. I mean, when you get down to it, letting my race and stuff hold me back just isn't my style, you know? Besides, I've got you and Peter, and Jen's back on his feet doing what he does best. I feel like I'm being awful friendly to you guys if I let myself stay down in the dumps forever like that. There's a saying we know and love. Things aren't the same without you being all happy and full of life. Yeah, I'm glad none of that has left any scars on you or anything, but enough serious talk. Who wants to go bowling, huh? Nothing more refreshing than knocking down some pins at a time like this, am I right? I'm in. Let's go. Sure, I could probably use the exercise, honestly. Huh? I knew Sam would be game, but you actually ripped one of my ideas just like that? I don't even know what's happening anymore. This better not be an omen that something weird's going to happen. Now, what would you put that in the air, Peter? No, something is gonna happen!
Hey there!
Hey, how's it going, Lucia? City might be calm again, but it won't be for long in a good way. That's because the Revolution Festival is right around the corner, thing. Charles told me that the cafe gets hectic every year around here. I said, bring it on, brother. I show our customers what I'm made of as a part-timer. I've survived my fair share of busy periods at other places before. Nothing scares little old me. This cafe will be just fine on my watch come festival time. We really have to give thanks to Arusha for keeping our sodomy safe as well as bringing peace back to the city. I was so scared and full of worry for a while there. The only thing that helped me keep everything together was this wonderful little cafe. When you're somewhere unfamiliar, I haven't even just one place where you can calm down and relax when you need it makes all the difference these days. I think my mommy's feeling better now, and so is everyone else in the city. The lady and the priest at my Sunday school. They're so happy about the Revolution Festival that's about to happen. We have festivals in Islam too. I love them. I wonder what festivals are like in this country. Nothing makes me happier than to see peace return to the city so that everyone can enjoy the Revolution Festival in peace. We must not take this tranquility with which we're blessed for granted. After all, we can never get back the lives that were lost in this tragedy. Certainly, it's renewed my commitment to offer the people of the city a place where they can truly feel safe, comfortable, and content.
Let's do this.
So we haven't been to the Arbor District before, right? Since our first time exploring it. Alright, the Arbor District, baby, new territory. There's that fucking nerd.
Let me ask you something.
I'm sorry to call you all of a sudden, Albert. It's alright. Looks like it's something you need me to be discreet about. Something like that. We're looking into someone right now. Do you know Curtis? Fang's team told Albert what they heard from Curtis's mom. They also mentioned how he changed recently. Damn it, I knew something was up. He's been acting strange lately. Maybe unstable is the best word for it. It was very different from his usual self, that's for sure. How long have you known him? You know, I don't really want to help you, but I guess I noticed it around late October or early November. He was pretty down in the dumps before that, saying he lost motivation, but he then started being all excited about his studies all of a sudden. Something was off about it though. I don't know where all the enthusiasm came from. Thank you for letting us know. Have you heard anything in particular about his friends? As if he was hanging around with a bad crowd? No, not really. It didn't look like it anyway. Wait, maybe. It's not quite that. But I remember someone that looked like him hanging around the back streets in the Tyrell district. Since it was at night and the guy who was talking to looked real shady, I kind of just assumed it could be Curtis. Damn it, maybe that's the guy that... Come on, stop mumbling, get out with it already, nerd. You've been warned at school to watch out for a suspicious man that hangs around Tyrell's back streets. He apparently sells tobacco and hard drugs to young people. That's the rumor saying you wait. And yes! If you already knew that, why didn't you say that shit from the beginning? Do you fucking blonde hair bimbo? I should have made the connection earlier. Yes, you should have! I just could have said all this running around! Curtis could have bought the titles from him. That makes a lot of sense. Maybe he was going to meet him today when he said he was going to the bookstore. Looks like it anyway. Next stop, Tyrell's back streets. Well, I'm glad I could be of help. Please do something for Curtis. We will. Thank you for your help, Albert. Oh, hello, Agnes. You busy with that part-time job you mentioned? Hello, Mr. Powell. Yes, that's right. You're Agnes's teacher. You look very smart. Mr. Powell teaches history and is in charge of the second-year students. I don't know how smart I really am, but I'll be glad to answer any questions you might have, if I know the answer to them at least. Oh, you're Arkrod. Van and Arkrod. Huh? Wait, if you know Van, man, I fear you would have forgotten all about me already. Nice seeing you, Mr. Powell. Forgotten? Impossible. You don't just forget students as special as you, Van. It's been 7 long years. I am glad that, despite everything, you seem to be doing well for yourself. I'm doing fine, thanks. Though I guess I made shit real rowdy around here, huh? Sorry about that. Not at all. I do wish I'd been able to do more for you as your teacher. But I guess it's too late for such regrets by now, isn't it? If there's anything I can do for you now, I hope you know you just have to ask. Appreciate it, but I really am fine. Thanks for the thought, though. It hadn't even occurred to me that Van might have been one of Mr. Powell's students. So Van studied at Aramis? That's new. He did sort of give me that feel. He's just full of surprises, huh? Yeah, I'd be curious to learn more myself. Huh.
Alrighty.
No outsiders allowed, huh? Guess that makes sense.
Not like there'd be much to see. It's a day off, so there are hardly any students around.
I got you on, yes.
That's a shame. I would have liked to sit in on one of their lectures.
Are y'all done? Hey, Ashino. Funny to see you in front of Aramis. Oh, right. I was looking for a good spot, and I suppose I just ended up here. The location is nice and quiet, and the view is just lovely. And not only that, but my food is actually quite popular with the students today. Well, of course, you want to snack after classes. You get hungry after so long. No, I think you just don't eat enough, smart fry. I imagine sports club members are especially appreciative. Whoa! Look at the little baby kid, guys! The Revolution Festival is almost upon us. I can't be all depressed at a time like this. I've been pretty down ever since I heard the news, but it does lift my mood a little seeing all the students enjoy themselves. Young people's happiness is so infectious, isn't it that funny? We need to set an example as adults. Kids won't be able to beat the new year right if we're all gloomy.
Right.
That's also your baby kitten? Oh, Madeline, so cute! These deers are always wanting to get close to me when I'm so anxious. I guess even kittens can tell how people feel. Oh! Cute little kitty cat. Even if the perpetrators were captured, what happened in Krill cannot be undone. I've been there a few times before since I used to be border patrol. I risked my life to defend that place. And you think about what happened to it? Who's a good boy? Ah, yes, you. Come on, Apollo. Let's take a walk around the neighborhood. What's that? You want to go play with your friend? Okay. What's that bad thing of the walk? Okay, we got finals after the festival, and we gotta start planning the school festival after that too. Both the student council and my clubs will keep you very busy. Oh, I've finally forgotten all about exams. Why did you have to remind me? Things will be really hectic for you, huh? Make sure you don't miss the Revolution Festival. We can't take great inspiration from it. For our own school festival. An excellent idea. I have little experience playing events like these, but I'll endeavor to make sure this tea party is most exquisite. I was hoping you hold a candle to Janus after my transfer, or to Thor's considering all I've heard from Tita. Agnes, Odette, Sasha, I have high hopes for you all. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. This is gonna be weird, I can feel it. I'm gonna be busy anyway, but seeing Ren get so into this is a little scary. Well, we don't have time to dawdle. Onwards, you guys, to the new year. Of course.
Almost festival time.
Welcome to Andalusia Patisserie.
Ooh, so you're in charge of the sweets.
Looking to buy something?
Give me one.
See you again.
Thank you. Why, hello, Agnes, and ooh, why, it's Van. Van, you rascal. I haven't seen you in quite some time since you were a little pipsqueak. I guess it would make sense that you know Holland. Considering what you'll do for their treats, it's really no surprise you come before Van. Yeah, but I haven't been around in a long while. How the hell do you still even remember me? It's my job. My customers' gratitude carries me forward in their art of confectionery. I make the best sweets for their enjoyment, and no one enjoys them as much as you do. I can never forget someone so passionate for my sweets. There's something nice about being remembered, even if I haven't been here in forever. You haven't lost your touch. I've had stuff from Andalusia since, and it's still great. I think I'll swing by more often if I have the time. Feel free to do so. Brothers like you make getting up in the morning worth it. Though I never would have imagined that the two of you would walk through my door together. Wait, was that a package Anya's bought this summer for you? That's a good guess. Small world out there, huh? Well, I'll be busier than ever since the festival's almost here. But I don't want you taking that as an excuse to not come by. Sure thing, man. I'll fit in a visit or two.
Wow, this cathedral isn't as big as the one in Aracion, but it's still pretty massive. The interior is also quite beautiful, and it's such a soothing place to be in.
It just looks like a fucking big ass church. That's all.
Looks like they're busy getting ready for the memorial service.
I'll hand her our staff
That shouldn't mean we cannot take a look around.
I'd hand her our staff scheduling so that Sister Bellica could be in her hometown to assist her people. And I think that just meant she'd be another victim in the Krill Village tragedy. The least I can wish for is that she can rest easy, having supported her beloved hometown to the very end. I should pray for the gods to bless Sister Bellica and her village. Fucking bitch.
Now let us all pray together.
No! Not in the mood for that shit. It's a big ass fucking church, guys. Oh, it's these two. Alright, I think I largely understand. While I don't intend to encourage your illicit activities, I do, however, agree that something must be done about Armada and their legacy. You're welcome to come and go from here as needed while you're in the capital. How very kind of you. Nah, but seriously, I appreciate the help. I was kind of expecting every higher up in the Congregation for Divine Worship to have a stick jammed up there. Celeste, you're being rude. However, I really agree that it's a little surprising. Partly, let's just say that arrangements have been made by someone else already. Now, speaking of them, what a coincidence. Master Bregard. Celeste, Leon, it's been about a week. Nice to see you too, Bishop Orwell. It's been a while. I appreciate you making arrangements. No mention it. We might not be a part of the same organization, but you always did well by me when you were on active duty. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should take my leave and take how much time you need, all of you. Guess they probably would have kicked us off the door if it wasn't for you, eh, Master? Though we managed quite a lot on our own. Now, don't be so put out. Building bridges where they used to be, it takes time. So, what's the current status? I do not believe the rebels been cleared in Aracion yet. Right, about that. Oh, you're still sticking with these jerks, Master? I was under the impression you were merely accompanying them as a matter of necessity and that you part ways after base was settled in Aracion. You know you could just say hello, right? Ain't gonna deny we're not cut from this cleanest cloth. Let us just say it's a complicated matter. For the time being, it would be far more beneficial to stick with them than act alone. It isn't true about the reason that brought you to the capital in the first place. Yeah, you never pull a punch. You left the Second Dominion in charge of cleaning up that mess. Those participants should help look for a shit faster than I ever could. Our best team also arrived to lend a hand, and he's been acting separately from Wazi quite often lately. Though I guess that's what you ought to expect of the master of the Kunlun school. I'll leave you two to it then. I'm glad you're doing well. Hopefully I will get to see them sometime. Kevin and Gaius too. Please, maybe that'll get them off our backs. The commander's not said shit, so they're bothering us about it instead. That's the commander for you. Were they to upset her, she would sooner drink there under the table than speak frankly. They are aware of that, I'm sure. They're having fun. How much of a big deal is Grants? Someone's falling over him everywhere we go. He looks to be very well acquainted and respected by a lot of high-ranking individuals. He's got a lot of apprentices outside the church like me. But why would these idiots be all the way here? What's so important to leave artifact retrieval to someone else? They were talking about Armada's legacy. Could that mean... No, it can't. Can it? Something bugging you, Arkride, Satonaka? Need to let some steam off? We never declared a proper victory for that little game of ours, so why don't you score up for another round? My turn for just 1 second, red hair. If you got some pent-up energy, go bother someone else. I ain't got time for this shit. A lot of other players are out here in the capital today. Not that might have anything to do with why you two are here. Do feel free to guess. I'd love to hope for nothing to happen whatsoever, but we're not naive to let our guard down. We're merely here as insurance. Not unlike you, Spriggan. Fine, guess you got a point. They get along like cats and dogs. We're not even trying to hide it at this point. Pretty boy over here looks like he has a bone to pick with Van. I can't wait to fucking kick his ass one day, guys. Beat the fuck out of Leon. Let's move on to the next area, guys.
Taking off now.
Alright, let's go figure out where Curtis is. He's behind in the alley somewhere.
Rainfall. Thank you for water.
There he is! That's gotta be the seller, right? He just looks like it. Only one way to find out. I'll pose as a customer and try talking to him. You guys hang out here. If we approach him as a group, we'll probably get spooked. Makes sense to me. Good luck, man. Whoa, hold on a minute, Chief. We're talking about a guy who deals to kids. He's not gonna want to sell to an old fort like you. Oh, you never miss an opportunity to remind me that I'm older than you, do you? But you might have a point. If it's client-based students like Curtis, then I sure as hell am out. Oh, Van, don't let Aaron get to you. You're still perfectly young. And yeah, don't worry about it. You should be more confident. Nah, I agree. I'm not the best man for the job, and I'll be someone who looks robust enough to enjoy taking drugs, or else our guy won't bite. You're up, kid. Show this old man what a young pup like you can deliver. Hell yeah, I deliver, all right. Just watch and learn, old fart. Yo, dude, I heard you can hook me up with some good shit. That true? Huh? And just who the hell are you? A good friend of mine told me all about you. Said you got some kick-ass mess that can get you some high emphasis on the kick. Mind hooking me up with someone? I'll pay you whatever you want if that's good. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, man. That lanky-ass school kid fill you in? I'll let you in on the secret. That stuff originally came straight from some pharmaceutical company. I hadn't heard of them before, but I guess they got busted by the cops, something like that. They were out on some fucking dialogue! They were out on the market for only a hot minute before they were taken off. I just saw the last of my stuff to that little kid a while ago. You kidding me? All that talk and you've got nothing to deliver. Way to let a guy down. Hey, trust me, I'd love to have more so I can make even more money. It is what it is, though. Seems like that kid's about a real dependence on him, though. I tried telling him what I just told you, but he got all pissy with me. Told me to give him some more before I check in what he had like a little baby. So like that's why I freaking hate dealing with addicts like him. They always gotta make everything so damn hard. Bingo, so the kid really did just come through here. Sounds pretty shitty, yeah? What do you do after you do that temper tantrum? I suggest some other stuff to try, but he wouldn't listen to me. All he wants are those mints, it seems. So I told him to try the Black Light District just to finally get the kid out of my face. Even told him how to get down there for good measure. Hopefully he'll leave me alone now. The Black Light District, huh? That's a good idea. Could definitely see someone down there hawking that stuff in some dark and dingy corner. Is that all you were after too? Just those mints? Got plenty of other perfectly good stuff, you know. I'll even give you a free hit. You should try it. Nah, I'm good, man. I'm only interested in those mints too. Great, thanks for nothing, you jerk. What a waste of time this was. Think I'm gonna try something somewhere else today. Seems heroes there than a stuffed pond. Nice work. Sounds like you got a lot out of that dirtbag. I'm just glad we have an idea where Curtis might be now. I bet we can guess where those mints came from too. Yeah, it's probably a dummy corporation set up by A. Now all we need to do is find the kid and hear this side of the story. Seeing as he's on his way to the Black Light District, let's focus on dragging him out first. We can crush him after that. Very well. Let's track him down and get him out of there. Alright.
I don't think I've seen you before.
There's Curtis. Finally, I found you. Hey, you're Maja, right? The herb seller? Tell me you got the mess I'm looking for. Say, I don't think I recognize you. You look like you came from the surface the way you're dressed. Hate to break it to you, kid, but I don't stop that garbage. Honestly, you should really quit taking those things if you know what's good for you. Liar! You have those meds, I know it! If I don't get more of those meds, I'm... Bingo! I knew this would be found a little Poindexter. How? What do you want? I can swear I recognize you from somewhere too. You're Curtis, right? Clearly something's going on with this kid here. Your mom filling me in. Sure, his mom sent out a request for us. Van and company brought the two up to speed on the events that brought them there. They clarified that the mints Curtis had been eating were reportedly laced with illicit substances. What? I didn't hear anything about that. All I knew was that they were hard to come by. I thought they were ordinary mints that just happened to taste like tobacco. Oh, there's more to them than that. Much more. I heard they were manufactured by A and that they leaked out into the streets before the cops did their post-war bad roundup. The CID sent out the pipelines, so they're not being made anymore. It's only a matter of time before they're off the streets completely. Well, that's a relief. I get your kids out to rebel against your parents, but hard drugs aren't exactly the gotcha you think they are. It's not about that! I'm not trying to rebel! I need those mints! Why can't you stupid kids understand? It's not worth damaging your body. You really need to stop. You're already showing side effects, bud. That outburst there, probably the mints making you irritable and prone to withdrawal. Like it or not, those things will have an impact on you, and they're only going to get worse the longer you're on them. I know that! For crying out loud, I know they're dangerous! But I have to take them. If I don't have them, I can't study hard enough. And if I can't study hard enough, fail my entrance exam, then I'll just be another stupid kid like all the rest. I don't even want to imagine how my parents will react if that happens. They'll yell and scream and maybe kick me out of the house. My life's over, isn't it? This poor kid, and I feel awful for him. That's uncomfortably close to home. I can understand where he's coming from now. Fear not, young man. So long as we're on the case, you won't let your parents unjustly punish you. That I promise. Okay, I didn't sign up to be this family's counselor, but it's pretty clear to me that the parents share some of the blame here. We're going to need to give them a talking to. I know you're not going to like this, but I need you to be a part of that discussion with us, okay? If you don't mind me asking, do you know who sold those mints to him in the first place? We do, actually. A blonde guy with the goatee. Seemed like he had a habit of singing his stuff around town. Oh, him. Should have figured. Don't you guys worry. He hasn't been on the streets for long, and I'll be sure to remind him of the rules we have here. Though, frankly, if he's going around selling drugs to children, he won't be on the streets for long. Thanks, we really appreciate it. Saves us the balance of having to go find him again. Probably ought to report back to Renee before doing anything else, though. Now that we're done here, let's swing back around to Bramati's place and fill him in on the details. Good idea. Maybe you can take a look at Curtis and diagnose his condition, too. Van Company quickly got to work paying Bramati a visit, filling him in on their Mitzi mystery. Having previously analyzed the ingredients found in the herbal hookahs, Bramati was able to prescribe sorely needed medicine for the boy. And once Curtis' symptoms subsided, Van contacted his parents. They agreed to reconvene at the family's home so that the group could report their findings. Okay, now that everyone's here, we can finally get this little counseling session started. Well, what did you find? Was I right? Has Curtis made some bad friends? Bah, I'm sure it's just some typical rebellious teen phase. Let's go over what we found, and then we can take things from there, folks. Van began by discussing how Curtis brought the tobacco-flavored mints from a dealer on a whim. Curtis soon had developed a dependency on them since his academics improved when he used them. Van also brought up how the mints were laced with drugs. Though the side effects were light, Curtis soon started taking prescription medicine thinking it would cure him. Oh my god! This is all so much to take in, and oh, my hands are still shaking, and I feel so dizzy simply thinking about it. To think my own son will be taking prescription drugs. He's even worse than I could have imagined. I'm very disappointed in you. Is this the thanks I get as supporting you in your studies unconditionally? What do you have to say for yourself, young? Keep it down, will ya? Or do you want the neighbors to hear ya? As for you, did you forget that your father just started working again? I don't have time for this shit. And yet here you are causing me nothing but problems. As if I don't have enough to deal with already. I probably had to beg for some time off for to come out of this conversation with you assholes. Are you even aware of what I'm going through right now? I'm sorry. Oh, my surprise is whole like a shame here. So am I. Are you actually sorry for what you put us through? I trust police are gonna have to get involved at this point. The last thing I need is for my son to get arrested, and now that will really get me fired. No, you two got it all wrong here. He's not the one that should be ashamed. It's you two. You should be mortified. Though I guess that's up to you. Can't force either of you to feel guilty. Guilty? What should I feel guilty for? Don't try to change the subject. Curtis is the one that sounds like a delinquent. This isn't about us. On the contrary, this is all about you folks. Or did you forget already? You have to figure out why your kid changed. We're serving you the answer on a silver platter. Curtis was hitting a dead end with his studies and felt like he was being driven in a corner. That may be true, but I fail to see what that has to do with either of us. Since you're not getting it, I'll spell it out for you. Your son didn't fall in with the bad crowd or change because of some damn mess. It's all his parents' fault. A neglectful parent that failed to notice what he was going through. Or maybe you just didn't want to. I knew I wouldn't like where this conversation was fucking headed. Where did I feel as a father, huh? Have you two ever started to think about how Curtis feels? I don't know everything about your family, but it looks like you two only worry about what you want from him and not what he wants. And who are you thinking you can tell us how to run my family? You don't have the slightest idea how hard I work for that. Also, Curtis could go into some prestigious high school. His future would be all set. But no, my stupid dingus of a husband had to go and get in trouble with the fucking law, and now you have my deadbeat son it all up. God. Why is she getting so animated, guys? Exactly! Did you know how much money I spent on this test books and mock test? I've done all that despite my work situation. Oh, this conversation is getting me nowhere and fast. Should have known they wouldn't listen. I feel wrong bullying out and leaving the kid out to dry, though. Not really my style, but I guess time for a little marriage counseling. Ooh, bring up their family bonds and try to hold the fucking assholes together. Remember your bonds. Remember what started you guys as a family. Don't you want to see a happy ending? Or do I say recommend a goddamn divorce? Leave that bitch. Leave that asshole. Just split up. God damn. Ooh, should I recommend? Guys, what should we do here? Do we recommend a divorce? Because honestly, it feels like she just get divorced at this point. It really fucking does. Ooh, I ain't gonna cap. Let's try to do the right thing here, guys. Let's try to bring them back together. Maybe talking about their family bonds will get these two to snap out of it. Has it even crossed your mind just why your son was so desperate with his studies? Who knows? Maybe I'm talking out of my ass, but shit looks like he was just trying to live up to the locked expectation of yours. That's not why. I just thought a good citizen should go to a prestigious school. And then you hit a brick wall. So that's when you started turning to those myths to get into Aramis. At the end of the day, is that what you wanted? I mean, sounds to me like what you really wanted was to not let your folks down. You put in all that effort so they would finally acknowledge you. I don't know what to say. And while your son's busting his back to succeed, what support did he have, huh? He had a mother that twisted her love and affection for her child into a leash. And a father acting only for his own self-righteousness, without ever stopping to look back at his family. Honestly, none of you ever even fucking did. You never think twice about fucking little Curtis, did you? You two didn't know the first thing about taking care of a kid. You think this side excuse for parenting is the best way to raise them? Oh my God! I'm so sorry. I love to support you, But it turns out all I was doing was burning you even more, little Curtis. I might have let it get to my head, having so much power over managing your life. I failed you as a mother. I should have believed in you, and I didn't. I'm also sorry, son. I thought it was my job as the man of the house to provide for my family, and that it was your mother's job to raise you instead. When I was demoted at work, I thought I failed you all. But that's not when this all started. It began from me neglecting you. And it really should have been my role within this family. Dad, Mom, I think it's time for us to sit down and talk as a family. Talk to figure out where we went wrong and how to fix these things. You're right. It's time to stop running from reality and start trying to work together as a family. Yeah, I guess so. We really need to talk. Yeah. Well, things have finally calmed down. You sure did pull your punches, man. Didn't pull your punches, man. That was some fine work diffusing the situation. No one does it quite like you, man. Nah, it wasn't anything special. Just did what I felt was needed to turn things around. I don't got anything else to add here. The rest is up to you two. Don't worry about the whole drug deal. We'll take care of this discreetly so it doesn't become public. We'll get out of your hair now. Good luck, y'all.
That's one job behind us.
Mirror deposit confirmed.
Damn, that wife is a fucking bitch. Hey, y'all try to figure out why I didn't want to come back and talk to these guys throughout the whole playthrough. Damn.
What are we waiting for?
Alright, let's go finish our exploration.
Don't think I've seen you before.
Guess I'll check out the arena.
Yo there, got a new flavor in stock if you want to come check it out. Twice the cost for twice the concentration for twice the high. And it's no more addictive than the weaker stuff. Want to give it a shot, young man? Can't say I do. Sorry, I think I'll pass today. That's a shame, handsome. I worked hard on it for the festival, you know. I made sure it's worth the price. But no worries, if you don't want it, you don't want it. Oh, and I still got it on my usual stock in case you're craving something else. It's kind of weird. It's still dark and gloomy down here, but it feels like everybody's really excited. I guess even the Batlight District gets swept up in the festival cheer. So while we're playing the music, like, what's his name is here? I forgot to start off that lovely events today. Business is booming these days. I'm on cloud 9. Ho, ho, ho. Huh? Now, you don't look very sunny, Sonny. What's got you down? We drove out all those Almighty goons for good, yeah? What better reason to go out and party? Oh, where the girl at? Hey, what's up, cutie? I can't go back up to the surface anymore. I've got debt collectors on my tail, so I'm just stuck down here now. I'm just trying to make ends meet, letting whatever clients I can. It's not the worst I could be doing, but is this really how the rest of my life goes? I'm not allowed to get any younger here. Not that there's any use worrying now. It's not like I can just snap my fingers and change the way I live this late in the game. How about you settle down with me then? Yeah, it's the highest NPC on this goddamn game. Mercy, am I relieved this Armada mess is yesterday's news. I read all about it. They said you took down that Rhino Dantes. And thanks to you, Black Life's nice and peaceful again. So I can get back to selling my shooty stabbies for the festival and other thingies. Other thingies? If you're trying to joke, it's not very funny. Oh dear, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend. I may be jocular, but I'm no joker. You see, Jaeger types tend to wash up here around festival time when they don't have any other work. That's good news for me. Huh? I never thought about that before. I guess that makes sense. Wow, that sounds amazing. I kind of want to see it for myself now. You might want to think twice before you go rolling around with them. This place gets real rowdy once the festival runs around. Hey, what's a Revolution Festival? Mommy and the others keep talking about it. Is it like a celery? Celebration? One of those? I went on to the Mommy at the Coliseum. Is this one like that? Mommy asked if I want to go, but I don't know if I wanna, cause like...
Let's talk if you've got a minute.
I'm not really doing anything for the festival. I mean, I'm not Kilbardian, and even if I were, there isn't exactly the most festive block in town. But everybody else is going on about it, of course. I figure I'll let Yada walk around if he wants to. I do want to show him what the service is like, the real war, so to speak. You still got a shot at staying on the straight and narrow. Only problem is the bar. It's not gonna run itself while I'm gone. Shit!
Okay.
Yep, we know something. Nope, I'm not doing it, guys. Don't even ask me. We're not going there.
Strange posse you're running with.
Ooh, a doctor. Heard what you guys have been up to lately. Sounds like you make quite a splash over at the old Capitol. Also heard stuff about Armada's leadership. Sounds like they had quite the intriguing lineup, to say the least. Do they really have a 130-year-old ageless wonder on their team? What a medical marvel. I'd love to get a good look at him. At that age, I bet his body was indestructible, and therefore the perfect guinea pig. I bet I could have opened him up in which way I wanted. You sound like you miss him. Word of advice, don't. He ain't worth it. What a freak, saying all that with a straight face.
Alrighty.
Huh? Everybody's scared shitless here. What's going on? Look over there! They have all fainted. What could have happened? Oh, I think I might know. Gotta hunch these fools try barking up their own tree and they pay the price. Hard. Oh shit. That would explain it. I almost feel sorry for them. What? Najee and Shizuna and fucking Risha? Ben, my friend, how wonderful to see you, and the rest of you as well. Good to see you, Your Highness. You sure ripped those poor bastards up good, huh? Oh, I had no hand in this, none whatsoever. You see, they attempted to make moves on these ladies here, and they just wouldn't take no for an answer. They got physical, and well, these women, they're truly a force to be reckoned with. Even yours truly crippled before them. What the fuck? Hey, don't you think that's a little mean, Prince? I was simply performing my duties, nothing more and nothing less. Okay, but that does explain why you all were hanging out. You guys made for one group posse, however you slice it. A mutual acquaintance of ours was kind enough to put me in touch with His Highness, so I came down here to meet with him. But then, as fate would have it, she happened to run into us here as well. I'm on break for once after wrapping up a job. I came into town to unwind until the festival take in some of the local sites. Anyway, I wandered down here looking for a little excitement, I guess you could say. And I got everything I bargained for and more. This is too good to just be some kind of coincidence. I guess they must have brought us together. What do you say, Yin, Miss Bodyguard? Want to go around? I think I'm good, thank. Well, that sounds like a delightful proposal. Don't worry about me, Najee. I encourage, nay, implore you to take her up on it. The things you say sometimes, Your Highness. I suppose I should just be grateful you're not thinking to throw down with her yourself. Oh, didn't mean to leave you all out, man. You guys are more than welcome to. Yep, no, we have things. That's called work. Strange, I know. Then if I'm getting caught in the crossbar between those two, then it's kind of this that I'm into. Aw, you're no fun, and oh well, there's always next time. Just don't burn the whole district down, alright?
For real?
I'm gonna politely leave those guys alone.
His ass. Show no mercy, you hear?
Where's my candy at?
Hey, gorgeous. Why don't you stop and chat?
Hey, what's up, Candy? Hey, I'll see you. You know they hold lots more than just tournaments at the Coliseum. They have all kinds of shows there, too. Oh, man, if you catch one of the Monster Slaying exhibitions, those are just exhilarating. Ooh, highly recommend them. But they're not doing anything like that today, so putting you here, though, let me fetch you a drink. It'll cheer you right on up, sir. Come back for you later, Candy. Amy girl.
What?
I told you to take it easy on the horse up on our way here. We're not on our home turf. You can't expect them to make stuff the same here. Oh hey, didn't realize that you were here at Edith. It looks like you're having a real fun time. Hey there, good to see you. We've been working like dolls on the broker stuff. Thought we could use a break, and now here we are, just having the time of our lives. So what dragged you two all the way here? You on the tail, I take it? Yep, we're trying to figure out how the underworld's changing how they're dawning, and you can really only do that on the ground. It's pretty calm so far, surprisingly more than I expected. Maybe it's because the CID was still on top of the stragglers. Probably, and now those small pricks are running around, the underground's slowing back down. Those drugs, though, those will be sticking around for a while. It's a lot tougher to get those off the streets. That does make sense. That's unfortunate. Actually, this chat just reminded me of something. I've heard whispers about some 2-bit gangsters on the ground from the feds now after he gets to work for those guys. Word is, he's camping out somewhere in the Tower District. I don't have anything else to go on, but I figure you might want to know. The Tower District, huh? Oh, that's a good tip. Appreciate it. Well, have fun, you two. Just try to stay on your feet, Jack, alright? Every festival, the Coliseum down here holds a tournament called the Apex Showdown. It's a hell of a hoop. They kick it off with the Monster Bloodbath. All kinds of different creatures going at each other. Pretty thrilling stuff, and it makes for as good an excuse to gamble as any. Check it out if you're into that kind of thing. Yeah, criminy, that racist kook's going on with his rants again, and does he ever shut the fuck up? I just might have a word with that man later. Everybody can appreciate a useful idiot if you catch my drift. I can tell just by looking at him, poke him in the right place, and he falls like a house of cards. But I can sucker him just like that. Hey there, sir, come on in, have some fun. Just don't get too naughty, alright? Same shit every time, guys.
Let's do this.
Alright, put aside. Alright, let's go find your boy Ramadi.
Well, if it isn't Van.
If it isn't Ramadi, bro! We're working hard as usual, I see. The incident with A is still making waves. All of my sources are still buzz talking about it. Got any juicy info you wouldn't mind sharing? Of course I do, darling. There's still some of these gangsters out and about. It's quite concerning, knowing we have some stragglers laying low in the capital. Yeah, it worries me too. Not milky or not worth the time. We should still keep an eye out, just in case we come across any information regarding their whereabouts. As long as it doesn't get in the way of everything else we're doing, it sounds good to me. This isn't good. I might even be able to hook you another show unless you get on stage with Sayla. You know what this means, right? I hear you, and I appreciate your candor as my producer, but can I have just a little more time? Sayla won't accept it if I just spring it on her out of nowhere. Give me some more time to ease her into the idea. She's just as soft as she is, but fine, how things are, maybe time is what she needs to gain some perspective.
Now then.
I wasn't planning on adding anything for me this year, but having a limited special for the festival is a great idea. There's a whole lot of demand for our regular menu items as it is, so taking on new prep time on top of that's going to be a real hassle. But I ain't worried, now with Primo around, we should be able to handle it between the two of us. No one's going to believe our comeback. We're turning the tables on Shino and be the best ones in Riverside. But we won't win if we don't come up with a tasty new menu. It's time to debut a brand new menu. Shino will rue the day she decided to set a shop anywhere near us.
Yummy!
Yummy! Revolution Festival is right around the corner, so we're brainstorming for an event to put out. We've always looked to improve our driving technique. Nothing wrong with having a little fun while we're at it. I know Jennifer's really excited for it. I guess I'm trying to get pumped about it too. came across a decent used engine. I've been hunting for one for a while now. Jennifer there said she'd be willing to work for free for a year. It's an offer I couldn't turn down, so I signed her on. But I don't intend on tightening a single screw for her. She's doing all the oil changes and maintenance by herself from here on out. Woohoo! I finally found it! Finally got to get to install my brand new engine. I finally came across a decent used engine. I've been hunting one for a while now. Jennifer there said she's willing to work for free for a year. It's an offer I couldn't turn down, so I signed her on. But I don't intend on tightening a single screw for her. She's doing all the oil changes and maintenance by herself from here on out. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up though, bro. Woohoo! I finally found it, man! I'm finally gonna get to install my brand new engine. No way, really? Damn, I'm agreeing with Envy. How did you even find an engine that fit? Pretty sure your car is only meant to take us as that custom engine. It must have been a tough find. Not as tough when you got my uncle's know-how and my mechanical prowess. Weight distribution is gonna be way different, but this will put me in another class on the track anyway. Just you sit tight, my little couple. You're about to be the hottest comet on the circuit. Her excitement is infectious. Can't blame her, ain't gonna be lonely for my sweet little nightmare who gets the same treatment. And off you go. You're like a kid that won't share about their toys. Oversized toys.
Predicted throughout the Revolution Festival.
Watch out, you bloody car. Alright, who in here? Oh, Fee! Hi guys, it's Sarah and Shahina. I see Sylvie's with you too. Who are they? Acquaintances of yours? We met each other back in Tharbad. Nice to see you, it's been a while. What brings you guys here? We bumped into each other in town, so I'm showing them around now. We have a guest role in Director Gotti's new film, so we were invited to come here. You're being Director Gotti's next film? Congratulations! Be careful with that perv, and don't let him goad you into doing some skeevy scene or event. 2 of the actresses are already keeping an eye, making sure they don't get into any trouble. I'm tremendously grateful to Judith and Nina. Actually, we were on our way to your office to say hi then. You got ahead of us there. If you have the time, feel free to stop by for a visit anytime. I'm usually free during the day. We'll be staying until the Revolution Festival, so I'm sure we'll have a chance to visit. We'll get out our reserve for special snacks for you too. You mean my reserve, the ones I saved for myself? Oh, you were saving those? Whoops, I ate all of them already. Son of a... What the fuck, guys?
Off we go.
God damn, Aaron.
Alright.
Alright, what we got here, man? My name's Cuning, and I'm the editor-in-chief of the Gossip Rad, Meldon. There's something I gotta tell you about Ingo Brad, who used to work here. If you're interested, come to the second floor of the Orber Cafe. I made this an official for SPG, just in case. Meld EIC Cunning. Wait. Anyway, let me have a look. We received reports that the dangerous monster Genitos Dubia has appeared deep within the forest area of Dirk Memorial Park. Take care of this in the guild stead. I ain't smelling the usual scent, so I think the bulletin board hunt's over. Dan? That reporter friend of yours used to work at Meld, right? The biggest gossip rag in Calvert? I didn't know you were tight with the editor-in-chief. I'm not. Ingo's mentioned him before, but I never met the guy. Supposed to be a bit of a headache to deal with, so I try to keep it that way too. But it looks like my luck just ran out. I really think we should meet him. I wonder if he's there already. The Orber Cafe is just over there. We should go and visit him when we get a chance then. I'm gonna assume it's gonna advance the story then, probably, most likely.
No rest for the weary.
I have 2 appointments today. I need to get going. Let's never miss my sales quotas for the year, and the festival is soon. Just a little more, and then it's a bonus and paid vacations for me. Alright, let's make this happen. All the blood, sweat, and tears will be worth it just to spend the end of the year on a well-deserved vacation. Huh? Must be a special day if you two are coming in together. Good work today, Laha, but dang it, we do not have this sort of relationship. Calm down there, don't get all up my case about it, not what I was implying anyway. I don't know what you two are on about, but I also like to thank you for your work in Macedon today. We're on our way on a work trip. We'll be back later tonight, so the capital's all yours today. Alright, keep an eye on the capital's outskirts, just be safe. Don't you worry so much. Take it easy out there. We will. I'm so grateful that we get the opportunity to properly celebrate the Revolution Festival again this year. Classes and research have gone back to normal in Basila as well, so things are finally going back to normal. We don't think we'll ever bring Professor Callaghan back, but time marches on forward, and the Institute will continue their research programs for his sake. It's much more lively around now that the Revolution Festival is coming up. That whole Mafia deal got settled last month. I heard they pulled out the big guns for it too. Got special forces, even Jaeger in the case. I even heard that some shady civvies got involved in the whole deal. Well, whatever, if they helped out, then that's all I should be happy about. Must have been very strong in the first place to help out. Oh, the outer group. Come on, come on! Go, go, go! Come on! To the moon! Thank you so much, everyone!
That's a relief.
There's something going on over there, Mommy. I want to see. It does look like fun. Hands up if you love singing. Me! You're not going to bother them, right? I won't!
Alrighty.
Oh, just look at those two. To think that there are still girls around with such a beautiful bond. They call themselves the Idols, I think. How cute. Wait, no, I can't allow my earthly desires to get the better of me again.
Good grief.
They approved my request to hit the afternoon of the Revolution Festival off work. I might actually get to take my girlfriend on a date for once. Oh, that'll be nice. You sure now's time to talk about it? We only do half a day during the Revolution Festival, sure, but today's just normal duty day. Shouldn't you get going back to the station? Last I heard you talking about going on a date was around the film festival. Don't tell me you've been neglecting her since then. You could be nicer, you know? It's so relieved to see things finally calm down. Honestly, I panicked a little when everything was still going on. But the owner and boss barely even batted an eye. They just kept going on about things so calmly and helped direct me. I'm so glad I got a job here. I'm glad stuff around the city is finally starting to calm down. I've been more glad customers started coming back though. But the Revolution Festival is just around the corner, and we'll be praying for the festivities, of course. Business has been booming over in the 3rd District lately. We need to pick it up with the ads if we want the customers come in here too. I'm in the middle of workshop processing for my new seasonal latte. I want to have it ready for the Revolution Festival. Are you guys planning anything in particular for the festival at the department store? Oh, absolutely. We'll be featuring a variety of both street performers and musicians on our rooftop lounge. Or that was the plan. We actually only came up with it recently, so we haven't really planned it in much detail. It's a little embarrassing to admit. It's just something I'll have to show up until the start of the new year. And event venue sounds fantastic, especially with how popular street performances have been lately. You could also get something for the little kids too, you know, a player, some sort of ride, I think. Families will love it. I see. That may just be what I've been missing. A worthy rival will always keep you on your toes. Well done, Uyan. What? Rival? What are you talking about, man? Never mind. Don't worry about it. You really did come. Not that I didn't trust Dingo at all. The name's Van Arkwright. I take it you're a Mills editor-in-chief? Yep, that's me. Me and Dingo go back about 7 years now. Told me a lot about you, Arkwright. Sounds like you were real busy over in Erasion, too. No clue what you're on about. I thought there would be no reports about us being involved with it. There won't, but the authorities are keeping it a secret. Dude's probably just saying that to get under our skin. Well, whatever. It's not getting an article, so I'm not interested. Called you here for one of those forest PGs of yours. Nothing more and nothing less. The gist of it is that I want you to help me look for Dingo's notebook. Oh, what's this about? You suspect you had a notebook containing information he gathered as a reporter, or more like as an information dealer? Both, actually. First heard about it a few weeks ago, just before you headed off the trail. Could tell he was chasing a dangerous scoop of some kind, so I jokingly asked if he had a wheel ready yet. Oh, and look at us now. It didn't really occur to me, not even for a second, that this would happen to him just 4 days later. He laughed at it at the time and said one thing to me. The closest thing I have to a will is my notebook. I've left it with a trusted source, so if anything happens to me, send out a Forest PG about it. Wait a second. So this is the third memento of his on top of the video and camera? We don't have that notebook ourselves, though. Sorry if that's what you were hoping for. Oh, I never thought you did, but I suspect you're the only one who can track it down. Dingo seemed to trust you more than anyone, so I suspect that's the way he wanted it to play out too. The authorities have got everything that happened in Krill down on lock, and Armada are dead and gone. So I can't imagine to have anything worth writing an article about to begin with, which means it's not worth my while hunting down. But I can't just go and ignore his words about it. So here we are. I'll put up the money for you to find this thing. My last gift to him, actually. So what's it gonna be, Spriggan? Gonna go find Dingo's notebook or not? You're on. We'll take the job. You got anything else you want to share? Maybe you said something more about this trusted source of his, for example. Yeah, I remember telling him that he was nowhere near enough info to find a thing myself. Only hint he gave me was that it's with people who know about as much about my past as you did. Way to pique my interest. I wonder what Dingo's past was like. I've only heard bits of it myself. How much do you know? Even less than you do, I suspect. I know he used to live in Nestledon before ending up in the capital 7 years ago. That's about it. Wait, didn't Dantes act like he knew him?
It's been some time since we last met, Dingo Brad. Though we did cross paths in Tharbad, albeit briefly. If we exclude that little encounter, I haven't seen you since your days as a mere informant in Messeldom.
Oh, he did say that.
Yeah, and you were still Enrique's second in command back then.
He said something along those lines when they were talking in that video, too. Alright, we'll see what we can dig up with that info then. Good luck. Anyway, my break's over. I gotta get back to work on finding scoops for the festival. I'll give you my number. Just give me a call if you do find it, alright? I'll borrow you the money if you do. It could be my way of honoring Dingo's death. Got it. We'll take it from here. So, what's the plan here, big guy? We don't exactly have a load of info to go off of. Only clue we have is that it's someone that knows as much about Dingo as that guy does. That rules out Jack and Ramadi and Van, obviously. Oh, and Ren, too. Yeah, any information dealer is probably out of question here, and so is anyone with as many connections as Ren has. Jack, Ramadi, and I try not to pry into his past either, mind you. But something must have happened between Dingo and Dantes while he was still in Messeldom. He left the city after whatever that was, ending up in the capital and becoming a reporter right after. Don't know any details, but I imagine we'll get out of this knowing a whole lot more than we came in with anyway. We're gonna be unearthing what he tried to bury this whole time. All the burdens he carried by himself. Man, you don't look like you're about to back down though. Ha, no way, a job's a job, and I'm nothing if I can't see this kind of shit through. But anyway, I can think of at least one person who fit the bill for this job that won't be a pain in the ass to meet up with. Oh? She's not an information dealer, mind you, but she was close to Dingo. Can't be the only one who really thought of her. Oh! Okay! her then. I know where she is. I suspect I see who you mean now. A Ricky reporter who's still unwise to the ways of the underworld. Are we going to meet her then? Yep. Let's head on over to the Tower of Times, guys. Don't think a meeting with her would be all that hard to get as long as she's not on the office. Right. Oh, that bastard up left us with the bill. Gotta be pretty sly if you're gonna be running the biggest gossip rag in the country. But, well, it's the least we could do for him since he brought this to our attention. He's gonna be paying that back, by the way. Fucking bastard.
Actually, it's so convenient nowadays.
It's really crowded around now that the Revolution Festival is right around the corner, girlfriend. Spotty cute guys yet? Did you ever think about anything else, Greta? Cut me some slack. You know how bummed I was to get tickets to the AGC. I'm so pathetic and not just depressed, but single too. So am I. Or does that not matter to you?
You'll never believe what happened.
I don't know.
I'm happy that the culprits behind the cruel tragedy are out of the picture now and so the mercy was lifted, but it won't bring them back. It's hard to sit there whenever we get another delivery from Grail. We usually order a huge amounts of extra produce right before the festival too. This will be the first year where we won't. It's a painful reminder that they're really gone.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Hello, it's nice seeing you all here. Busy as always, huh? Looks like our mafia troubles are pretty much all over now, so we can enjoy the festival fully from here on. Don't think it's gonna be that easy. There's gonna be consequences for it too, you know. I don't like it myself, even Harry is getting in on the cleanup. Better than that than the big shots of the underworld do something useful that hinder everything. I'll take Harry being a little shady a million times over any genuine threats going on. Hey Ben, hey gang, I heard you guys out of hand all that Arrestion business. What a hodgepodge of new organizations coming out of the woodwork it was. Marduk, Zekworms, just to name a few. As long as it involves weapons, I can count on you to know what's going on. Seems we have to explain things, I guess. Yeah, I know what's up. The underworld should have hopefully calmed down a little with Armada out of the picture now. Good compliments to those asshats for what they did to Kana. How have you been since the incident, Kana? Honestly, I don't think it's even dawned on me yet, so my head's not caught up with the fact that everyone's just gone. I couldn't thank Sylvia enough for taking care of me, and I bet you've been busy working, so at least there's that. I can't forget about the devastating tragedy that struck my village just yet, but I guess I'm trying to heal if only a little. No need to rush feeling better though. You've got time, and I'll take care of all you throughout. Hang in there, both for yourself and for that kid. I will. Lasker's still so shaken up about everything. I have to be there for him too. Even with the church taking care of him, I'm the only one that really knows what he's going through. You're right. I wish things were better. I'll be sure to keep the skirt in mind.
We hope you enjoy shopping with
us.
us.
The Revolution Festival is finally here, at that day when all the capital's best catches have their birthday. There's no way that I'm going to miss this opportunity to find myself a loaded husband, and I thought it was best my budget allowed. And watch out, guys, because today I'm on the hunt, and my prey is a good, stable husband with deep pockets. So relieved to see the emergency state lifted. Though things are coming down, let's keep ever present the lives we lost. They won't come back. Who would have guessed that some of Aracian's leading companies would have held ties to the Mafia? Quite a surprise came from ETWs in Quincy. We do business with some high-end clothing suppliers in Aracian. I worry for a moment that there might be a wrestling of them as well. Fortunately, none of our partners or clients have been shown to have ties to the Mafia. It's such a relief to hear.
Variety of fine goods for sale. We hope you enjoy.
Well, look who it is! I haven't seen you all since you were in Tharbad! We weren't supposed to run into you here either, Director. How come you're with Lieutenant Kala? Government asked for us truly to help with the ceremony's production. Makes sense, you did do a good job with the film festival planning, catastrophe notwithstanding. Don't act like you didn't help at all there. I could do without a do-over from the last festival, though. Please don't jinx it. I wouldn't worry so much. You're more than aware of the fact that we're finally rid of A. The odds of anything major happening are low at best. It's not improbable that there are remnants still out there, so security is still just as tight as A's as a precaution. You heard discuss student placement then? That's right. The meeting's with us more than anything. Supervisor Discord and SC2. I heard you here with the festival, but I didn't realize it'd be coming all the way here. It's been a while. We're helping set up all the equipment for the ceremony. Oh yeah? You're all showing off some new stuff, right? Must be pretty busy then. Drawing and work, more like. This is even my specialty, but here I am, slaving away. Though your sympathy does soothe the pain, then. You don't mind if I call you Ben, right? Of course not. Good. You can call me SC, just like Contre does if you want. That I'm gonna pass on. She gets real casual real quick. That's just how SC is. She's really friendly to everyone. Is that smart-ass professor gonna be at the unveiling? He'll be at the ceremony, but not much else. He's got his hands more than full with another project right now. Professor Helmsley will be here too. Really? The four of us might finally be able to get together. It's been such a long time after all. I'll certainly hope so. Ezra, Kayla, mind hearing me out here? Oh? What about? You two are bursting at the seams with sex appeal. There's this pizzazz to you. It's everything I could have hoped for and more. What do you say we chase new heights of sexiness together? I am far too busy to even consider the proposition. That's not a field I have much interest in, I'm afraid. Are you not got it? Same as always.
Off we go.
We gotta go to the Tower of Towns, which is right around the corner.
How about some nice cold ice cream?
I appreciate it, Nari, but I'm good. Thanks, though. Oh, hey guys, good to see you again. Need something with the paper? Not this time. I came here to talk to you, Marielle. I'll give it to you straight. We're working on a Force PG involving Dingo and need your help. What? You are? What sort of request is it? Please tell me. To put it simply, you talked to Mel's editor-in-chief, Mr. Cunning. Dingo told me about him before, but I've never had the chance to meet him in person. He said he wants you to find Dingo's notebook. That's right. Do you remember Dingo ever talking to you about that thing by any chance? It doesn't have to be anything direct or explicit. Anything you happen to remember him saying will help. Actually, we didn't just talk about it before. I've seen that notebook with my own eyes. Say, what? How did that happen? As I'm sure you all noticed when he was alive, I tended to barge in on him while he was trying to work and stuff. One day when we were having lunch, I was asking for advice on how to interview people and he was writing stuff in this black leather notebook. I asked him what it was, so I was curious. He told me it's where he jots his info down, both for his reporting work and the info broker stuff. That certainly sounds like what we're looking for. At least now we know it's real. I got a little whiny and tried to get him to show me his notes, but of course he refused. When I got huffy about it, he kind of laughed and patted me on the head, and I still remember exactly what he said. Who knows, maybe you'll get a peek at them one of these days. Although if I play my cards right, you shouldn't ever have to. Oh, wow. He must have already been preparing for what might have happened to him in this case. If that's the way he was talking, then we can probably rule out him taking the notebook with him to Krill. The CID also apparently swept through his place and couldn't find any real material of note that he left there either. He had to have either given it to someone else to hang on to or stashed it somewhere for safekeeping. Which brings me to my next question. Can you think of anyone he would have left that notebook with, or anyone who might know where it would be? Again, it's okay if you don't know anything definitive. Any leads you might have would be great. And just to be clear, I don't mean other brokers like Bramati. I'm talking about other sorts of acquaintances he had. Right, of course. Let me think, man. And based on what Mr. Cunning told you... Wait, could he have... think of something? Maybe. I could be completely wrong, but I can't rule it out either. Basically, when Dingo was alive, he would sometimes cover the adult industry for Milk Magazine. He did? That's interesting. I guess that counts as being a tabloid reporter. What's the adult industry? Doesn't every industry have adults in it? It's code for grown-up stuff, smart fry. Something more grown-up than this wannabe protege here, that's for sure. Anyway, one time I confronted him about it. Do you really have to cover such sexual stuff in your articles, Dingo? If readers demand it, it's our job as a reporter to give them what they want, plain and simple. Plus, it's a way to get information that can help shut down some of the nastier illegal places run by the mafia. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Say, out of curiosity, do you ever visit those sorts of places yourself? Huh? Only when I need to for work. Lately, I've been too busy to go to any places like that myself, so I've had to lean on one of my old contacts. To get what I need. Not exactly ideal when my job is supposed to be to report on things I see myself, but it is what it is. Fair enough, I guess. You sure won't hear me complaining about you. Complaining about what? Nothing at all. Anyway, who's this contact you mentioned? Her, she's a woman who operates underground. Runs a handful of outlets. Pretty talented, all things considered. Your contact is a woman? Yeah? Why does that matter? You gotta introduce me to her. It'll help me write better news articles. Yeah. Unfortunately, Dingo said it was too soon for me to be going to a place like that, and that was that. Looking back on it, there was only one part of town he could admit when he said she worked underground, huh? Yeah, I think that one goes without saying, and not only that, I think I just might know the woman he's talking about. Never would have guessed those two had any history, but just goes to show us the small world we live in these days. I certainly remember there being a business that fit the bill when we were down there. Does that mean we're going to the Red Light District again? Yeah, who knows if we're trying for anything down there, but it's worth a shot.
Hey, you guys?
Yep.
I want to go with you. Could I, please?
I don't know. Yeah, it gets kind of dangerous in the Black Light District. Oh, I already know how dangerous it can be, believe me. But we're talking about Dingo's notes here. What's the side been mouse to me too, you know?
Who knows? Maybe you'll get a peek at them one of these days. Although if I play my cards right, you should never have to.
She does have a point. What do you think, man? Alright, you can come. You did give us some valuable info, so it's only fair, but you gotta promise two things. One, you'll stay behind us down there. No running ahead. And two, you'll carry your own weight and help us out too. Deal? Deal. Thanks, man. I promise you won't regret this.
Heading to the objective.
Alright, let's go see where Dingo's contact is.
Guess I'll check out the arena.
Hey, mister, how about some reading?
I'm not interested in your shit, lady. I already told you before last
Strange
time.
posse you're running.
For real?
Come on, spill some blood.
Oh shit. Will y'all move up the fucking way, bro? Let me get down here.
Seriously? I like it.
Wanna get a drink
Oh!
Can we talk?
Oh, it's you, Mr. Arkwright. You know, I thought I knew you well, but I had no idea you and Dingo went so far back. Live with me here. You were the one helping to investigate Armada's illegal adult business, weren't you? Yeah, that's right. We must have worked together for, a decade, I want to say. We both had to keep it on the down low in order to operate freely, though. He and I had known each other since we were both up in Amsterdam. That long, huh? I guess that makes sense. If you don't mind me asking, how are the two of you, meet? Oh, it wasn't anything special. He was a newly minted intel worker, and I was a common whore, making ends meet out in the streets. He had a nice little thing going. He'd buy information, cooks for my clients, and I'd do him some favors in kind. He scratched my back, I scratched his. Huh? This is all news to me. Can we assume that Dingo had started doing any reporting work back then? Or less, I will say, for an errand boy working underground, he had a certain naivete to him back then, and maybe because he was still so young. I had an acquaintance who worked at a local paper. I remember he was pretty intrigued about that side of things. I'll also mention it was 8 years ago when I made the move to Edith instead of shop down here. But before I left, he gave me some top secret information as a parting gift. His intel and his connections have been a huge help to me. Leave it to the lady killer to smooch his way into the underground. He really helped a lot of people while he was alive, didn't he? Later on, after everything went down in Mesodama, that's when he ended up drifting into town. Personally, I was happy to see him make a clean break and get into a better line of work with better people. You never know what life has in store for you. Maybe the goddess took a liking to him and threw him a bone. Maybe, so yeah. Sorry to interject, but what happened to him in Mesodama? I didn't know anything about that. I wish I could tell you, honey, but it's not really my place to say. That all happened way after I left, so I only heard things through the grapevine. But I won't leave you empty-handed. If you're looking for his notebook, I've got some information I'd be happy to share. Really? You do that? Oh, thank you so much. Just to clarify, we're looking for this black leather notebook you used to carry around. You've seen it before, I take it. Sure have. He's been looking for a place to stash it away. I offered to hold on to it myself, but he turned me down. Can't blame him for being so cautious when he was going up against Armada. But I did hear him mutter about asking someone for help on his way out of town for a piece. That was 3 days before everything went down the trail for reference. Holy cow, what timing! On his way out of town, huh? That's not specific. That's a valuable clue there. Actually, now that she mentions it, how did Dingo get to Krill? Do you have any ideas, man? Yeah, this tiny-ass car, but he never drove it all that much. He was always paranoid of people following him. Usually he took a train or a bus when he had to go out to the sticks. Probably flew a different kind of time, too. But I don't know what he did there. Same, we're talking about a guy who knew all the tricks by that point. Might as well have just been moving randomly. Sure as hell wouldn't take something so obvious as public transit, not when Armada had eyes everywhere. Sadly, I think we can rule out his own car too. That would have carried its own risk. Thinking realistically here, he probably would have. I don't know, man. I ain't gonna die. What, Dingo ride on a bike? I don't know. Maybe he hitchhiked on a truck? I don't know. You know, ridiculous as it sounds, he probably could have gotten all the way out of the countryside on the back of a truck. But if Armada found him, they very well could have stuck up the driver in the crossfire. I just don't see Dingo taking that kind of risk. He was a lot more methodical than that. Fine, a taxi. I think chances are pretty good our girl took a taxi. Sure as hell ain't cheap, but if I give him the lowest profile and the most flexibility. He blend right in on the road, too. Oh, good thinking. You might be onto something, man, and taxis are pretty commonplace, especially for people heading out of town. There's no way Armada could have been married to every single taxi running in Edith. If that's what he did, he lucked out to ride with a self-employed driver rather than someone working for a company. That does make sense. That would have allowed him to move much more erratically, thereby throwing Armada off his trail. Sounds like you guys have your next lead. I have no idea who the driver would be, unfortunately. Maybe it was one of his friends? My guess is he had a driver he hired on the regular, someone he could trust. That ring any bells for you, sweetheart? You know something? It actually does. I remember Dingo was sometimes held a taxi to get to a reporting site. He mostly took one that had this black and yellow checker pattern around the bottom. The driver was an eccentric guy too, from what I recall. Oh wow, that's really good info. Glad you're able to remember that. Said it. Let's look into that once we're done here. Anyway, thanks for the chat, mistress. I'll pay you back sometime. Yes, thank you so much. You have no idea how grateful I am. Oh, don't mention it, honey. I owe Dingo that much. that said, you can always pay me by coming back here to play, you know. Don't forget that. But yeah, Dingo will tell me stories about you two sometimes. The punk-ass friggin' and the newbie reporter you have befriended. I do hope you're able to track down his notebook if there's anyone out there you want to inherit it. I have to imagine it'd be you two. Thank you. We'll do our best. We're sure as hell gonna try. Be a waste to just let it go after doing all this work for it. A taxi with a black and yellow checkered pattern. I know exactly which one that is. Had no idea Dingo was a regular in it. I see that car out by Central Station a lot. Girls probably out for lunch right now, though. Let's check the food stalls first, see if we can get lucky. Nice little party you guys got here. Don't mind if I do. Well, if it isn't Aaron and the Arkwright crew, good to see you kept well. Never thought I'd see a Bracer, a Haley Yoder, a Marty security chief, and the CID head all banded together like this. Cat 9 makes me a bit on edge, though. Attacks from both sides of the law tend not to mix well, you know? I assure you it's much less charged than you make it out to be. We're just sending information and confirming agreements. Please pay us no mind. Chasm? Oh, I haven't seen you since Horacion. We were actually just talking about how to go about cleaning up that mess. Take care of the Armada remnants, you mean? Yeah, we smoked out pretty much all the hideouts they had left. We're taking our own measures, of course, mostly concerning Armada's trade and supply routes. The more problematic trade routes have been taken care of. Haley will see to the rest. Yeah, that's just what you were hoping for, wasn't it? We did also uncover some artifacts they had been using. The church is handling those. Yes, Elise and Leon took care of that. That's one problem solved. It's nice to have that resolved time for the festival. In truth, that's why I'm here. The festival has the full support of the Kowloon group this year. That, of course, does lead to some overlap between us and Marduk, and I'm here to make sure we don't step on each other's toes, so to speak. I can tell you that much, I'm afraid, and only the general approach HQ is taking. You'll have to wait 3 days for more in-depth negotiations. Mr. Thorndyke will be holding a meeting to go over our itinerary. Well then, you're right. Now probably isn't the best time. Can't go jumping the gun now, can we? They're discussing all sorts of things from the looks of it. Yeah, nothing to do with us though. On the contrary, I do have some information you might find useful, Mr. Arkwright. We're still tracking down some Armada hideouts that have taken to the underground, along with some of the hate groups they use for their ends. Leftovers, huh? And Monkey are still on the run too. Can't count them out just yet. He pulls those thugs back up and we'll have Armada 2 on our hands. Indeed, he's quite the wild card, and we haven't seen any movements from him as of late. But then that means he hasn't been in contact with said remnants either. The guild's working on exposing Armada's business ties. We want to pull it all out by the roots. Elaine and some S-ranks from HQ are in charge of that. Gotcha. How's she doing out of curiosity? Sorry, I can't say for sure. She should be back tomorrow though. I'm sure she'll appreciate a nice warm welcome when she gets home. Butt out, bucko. Well, I believe we got our taxi. Oh, that car there has a checker pattern. That's gotta be it. That's a taxi. The driver's gotta be close. Let's sniff him out.
Well.
Ooh, love this place. Can't have real Eastern soba without the wasabi. How about it, brothers? Can I take a seat and throw one back with your boy? Sorry, you're gonna take a rain check on that today. Got stuff to do today.
Can we talk?
You got a second, Jinko? Oh, well, if it isn't a big boy with a cute girl hugging his arm. I never thought you'd ask me about that name and notebook. Wonders never cease, huh? Looks like we found our guy. So word is he was scratching Dingo's back every now and then, yeah? Yep, I may not look it, but I used to run all over the Republic taking 9 jobs on the down low. I was on this smuggling run once and bam! Bumped right into him. That's how we met. That must have been, 10 years ago? Dingo would have been around 20, I think. Alright, so do you know how you got tangled up with Armada back then too? Oh my boy, do I ever. That was what led him to ask me for help out of the city that day. Stuck him out just like that. Hopped on a bus to Krill, and that was the last I saw of that man. In retrospect, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have let this dumbass do that. It wasn't your fault, Giorno. Don't beat yourself up over it. You weren't the one who killed them. It was Armada. Not even Dante's on that. Shitheel. You're right, yeah. I heard he got what was coming to him at the old capital. That dingo's laughing it up there. I'm happy Karma came around for that bastard. Hope it makes him feel better. He really regretted being the guy's broker in his past. Dante's really was the same guy once he took over. So that's his background, huh? I'm not trying to justify him, but Dante's used to have a good rep on the streets. He had a code and he stuck to it, and that let people trust him. No wonder he ended up so popular with how much everybody hated the head honcho before him. He got Dingo hook, line, and sinker. Dingo was his informant, fed him the info he needed to bring the old guy down, and now instead we have the monster he built. Monster. A fitting title for him. I'm not too privy for what happened beyond that, so I don't want to speculate. So you're looking for Dingo's old notebook and you think I've got it. Bingo. Please, man, please have it. Well, I'd love to give it to you folks, but I'm afraid I can't. Why not? Is it something you wanted done first? What? Pretty boy said it was for your eyes only? Well, he told me to keep an eye out for this sprigging guy and a newbie reporter. If anything happened to him, he wanted me to give this here key to whichever you two I bump into first. Obtain coin locker key. Oh, so what is this key for? It looks like a key for a station corner locker like you see around the subway. Spot on. He said he stashed it in the easiest locker he could find. I'm not sure what he meant by that though. I have no idea which station it's at. Got it. The easiest locker he could find. Where would that be, man? Well, that about gives it away. Huh? Oh, could it be the one by Van's office? Probably. Let's head on back and take a look in Old Town. Thanks so much, taxi driver. Maybe I'll make it up to you with the joyride one of these days when I feel like it. Haha! You just call me anytime you're past it and I'll be your DD.
Heading to the objective.
Did he really keep his locker by my office? How convenient and how ironic.
What do I do?
That key we got from the driver probably goes to one of the corner lockers here. What do you say? Should we check what's inside? Absolutely, I'm ready. Okay, let's head in, gang. Marielle and the others found the coin lockers tucked away in the corner of the subway station. They located the one that corresponded with the key they held, finding a black leather notebook inside. The group then proceeded to move to a quiet location in order to inspect the contents of the notebook. This is something, alright. I didn't get to talk to Dingo much, but I know for a fact that he was an outstanding man. Indeed, not just anyone could pursue Armada to the degree he did without backup. It was probably his way of making amends for the role he played in Dante's rise to power. These notes mention how the previous boss family was murdered too. Even they didn't get spared. That's horrible. Such a heavy burden for him to carry. But that wasn't his fault. He couldn't have known that was what was going to happen. I couldn't imagine he felt like he could be in the public eye anymore after that. And that's why he took me under his wing, a good-for-nothing rookie. It appears he compiled quite a few notes about the ringleaders we took down in Aracion as well. Yeah, let's take a look at that. Viola? Viola, gender female, age 26, originally from a minor noble family in the Quadus region and the Central East. Her family fell into bankruptcy after Quadus and annexation by Valis, Viola herself being sold off to a wealthy merchant so they could make ends meet. She soon fell into the hands of a criminal organization that was targeting the merchant. Though initially nothing more than a plaything and an object of pleasure, she eventually managed to oust the boss and wrestle control into her own hands. Her brutal leadership reputation precedes her. When 2 years later the group tried to expand their influence in the Calvard, they caught the attention of Armada, conflict with them was brief, as they were quickly obliterated by Dantes, whom Viola swore loyalty to afterward. As a consequence of her turbulent past, she's incredibly dependent on Dantes, which might be the reason she harbors a fierce rivalry with the fellow Melchior, their position securely within the organization. Though the body of her needle gun was produced by Zed Orms, the full piece is not part of their official lineup. Further research regarding the origin of her weapon is needed. Then we have Alexandre. You know that he's a male, age 35, born in the former principality of North Ambria. Oh, so that's what he meant when he said he was a soldier, yeah. Yeah, we fucked up Northumbria and Cold Steel, guys. His hometown got fucked. Damn. So, born in the Principality of Northumbria in the northwest of Zemuria, he was 5 years old when the Salt Pill appeared, sowing chaos in his homeland. Him and his father, then protectors of the ruling family, fed alongside Prince Belma when he fled the country. Spent most of his childhood and adolescent years in the free city of Towson. Trained by his father in the traditional military arts of their homeland, he served the former ruling family until the age of 25, though his life was soon thrown into chaos. His father and he were both ordered to retake Northumbria following the death of the Northern Jaegers figurehead, the current ruler since Prince Balma's escape. After their assault on Northumbria's capital, at last they managed to seize control of the city for a time, acting as an effective government before being overthrown by the Northern Jaegers. This ensued a massacre of the remaining civilians in Helask, mandated by the crazed from Prince Balmud. Standing in opposition with one another, Alexandra and his father dueled to the death. Alexandra emerging victorious before withdrawing from the battlefield, though his current whereabouts are unknown. It is believed that the Prince Balmud was swiftly and secretly executed by the Northern Jaegers following his capture. Wandering from one course to another, Alexandria was eventually scouted out by Dantes himself and brought into a leadership position within Armada. Though outwardly austere and restrained, he's merciless in combat, sparing none who dare cross him. His ultimate goal being the search for his final resting place. He has rejected any attempt at persuading him to leave Armada. Despite the mechanized gauntlets he wields not being part of their official lineup, it does appear that they were developed by Zed Dorms. Olympia, gender female, age 19. Little is known about her, although she allegedly hails from a remote village hidden in eastern Zemuria. Rumors say that the entire village was comprised of heretical puppeteers who worship a doll made in the image of an angel. Thought to be an artifact of some sort, the doll was looked after by a medium. The village's gruesome customs mandated that those close to the medium were to be offered as sacrifices. These sacrifices spared no one, not friends nor family, though soon a tragedy befell the village, leaving Olympia and the doll alone to wonder the continent after the demise of all they knew. Multiple records suggest instances of criminals being slaughtered when encroaching of the wandering pair. She was later inducted into the Gardens, the assassin organization, and made overseer of the Garden of Auri. Though it appears she's been mostly left to her own devices after being invited by the other overseers, these including Melchior and the Emperor. If I were to guess, the incident that took place in her village led to her and the angel developing a psychologically interdependent relationship, resulting in her autonomy and emotional expression diminishing. In light of the crisis that's made the Gardens join forces, she may have a chance to reclaim that lost capacity, albeit an incredibly slim one. Then we have Ariok. Gender male, age over 150, ? In contrast to the known, confirmed leaders of Armada and Garden Overseers, eyewitness reports of him are few. What we do know of him as the Gardens of Rest Overseer is that he is a very dangerous man and clad in heavy armor. Much of the information about him stretches belief, including how he was supposedly born in a different time period altogether over 150 years ago. If he was, he's said to proceed from the mythical Holy Iskin Empire, an enormous nation believed to have laid just across the Taishan and Ishgal Mountains to the Calvar's east. This empire is presumed to have vanished following calamity 130 years ago. In its heyday, 9 groups served to protect the Royal Imperial line. Eastern sources indicate that he was a warrior who represented the Rahu, a tribe of white descent hailing from the west. I'm inclined to believe it's all bullshit, but in an age where immortals like the Lance Maiden can exist in Erebonia, I can't rule out the possibility of there being some truth to it either. Whether it's true or not, evidence might suggest that his armament and strangely shaped battle axe might be artifacts. Concerning his joining the Guardians, the stories claiming his immortality, this might be highly likely. On top of that, he's the primary suspect regarding the Eisenchild's annihilation of the outskirts of Krill. Though I still can't state that for a fact, more information is needed. So they got a point, guys, because remember in Erebonia, there was a lot of people coming back to life because of an event. So damn, I didn't know how that shit went down here. Melchior, gender male, age 21, one of Armada's 3 pillars, and quite possibly its most evil and sinister member. He doubles down as the Garden's ringleader and overseer of the Garden of Thorns. Melchior's skills don't fall behind any of his artifact-wielding peers, being highly skilled in the use of the Orber Net and being capable of infinitely spawning and freely controlling explosives. Beyond that, he also acts as Armada's main strategist and Dante's right-hand man and confidant, and possibly his lover. Ooh. Though his past is shrouded in mystery, his origins might trace back to the same organization, the Oathbreaker, where the Ouroboros' Anguissa also comes from. The Order of the Moonlight Horse existed since the Middle Ages, where the Oathbreaker sat among its top brass for the longest time before losing to Ouroboros and switching sides. He's an entirely different matter and a major threat all on his own. Wrapping this back around, Melchior might have been a direct subordinate of the Oathbreaker before going on to take on the scattered remnants of that infamous cult. If that's true, that would make him something of a prince of the underworld. For someone as powerful as him to idolize Dante so much is nothing short of ominous and concerning to say the least. Another thing that concerns me is him staying in Krill's vicinity following the Eisenchild turning into ghosts. Krill's not just some sleepy village with beautiful vistas. More than a tourist spot, it lies stuck between several forces working from the shadows. It also happens to be one of the few places in northern Calbar with a sizable eastern and central eastern population. Knowing the source of Armada's financing, actually, I'd rather not speculate any further. Gerard Dantes, age 34. If I let my feelings take away, Dantes can fill every single page in the notebook. There is not a night where I'm not overcome with regret, but this notebook is not meant for my personal thoughts. Most things I've come to learn about him and his life are at least a little eyebrow raising. Him being a member of the DG cult before joining Armada, being related to Calvar's old royal family, perhaps even a direct descendant, the tale of his sword are equally as hard to believe. A gigantic blade of black and silver, thought to be an artifact hidden by the royal family. This demon blade was the instrument which he slew Enrique, Armada's previous head. Hard as these tales are to believe, that their true purpose is to strike fear into the hearts of those who hear them, to make Dante's nothing short of the living manifestation of shadows and agony. Deep as the abyss and equally as alluring, his unquenchable thirst for fear is what draws many to him. Seductive and enchanting, and has earned him many loyal followers. But where does such abominable hunger come from? A new hypothesis surfaced recently, which might finally explain things. Its source, however, is a little unusual, and I'm not particularly keen to take it to face value. But that's neither here nor there. The more pressing matter is his goal in Basil, and that's him and the others might have been after something else. His true goal, I imagine, is fear. The want and need to bring about true dread and terror to the masses. He wasn't able to achieve it even with the help of a genius, but that would not put a stop to him. He'll stop at nothing to achieve his mission. Looking into this matter should take priority. Regardless, he sure managed to pull a fast one on me in Tharbad. I was distracted by that call, but that's no excuse. I should have seen through him much sooner than I did. But try as he might stay one step ahead, I'll forever be hot on his heels.
At this point, I've worked out how I'm going to get everything recorded, as well as how to leave these notes behind. Now comes the real showdown with him. It's going to be the biggest gamble I make as both a reporter and an information dealer. If, by some sheer miracle, I make it back in one piece, I'll absolutely be following up on those theories I've written about. I can already imagine the hell I'm in for with that dope of a Spriggan and that cub reporter. I really do worry about her. But you know what? At the end of the day, that's just part of the fun.
Man, you gotta respect Dingo, guys. You gotta fucking respect Dingo.
Dingo. Dingo.
That dude did a good job. He was like hunting their ass all the way from the very beginning this entire time.
You dumbass. Who's the real dope between us, huh?
This dude was totally nuts. How the hell did he find it in him to go that far? I can only imagine his love and care for others spurring him on to gather this much information. He was both a clever and kind man, and he wasn't just trying to make amends or settle a score. I don't doubt he genuinely worried for everyone's future. It goes without saying, but it's a true shame he was taken from us far too young. So glad you two were able to find his notes. Likewise, it must have been the will of the goddess. Once Maria collected herself, the party drove her back to the Tower of Times. After reporting their success to Editor-in-Chief Cunning, they got back to work. As for Dingo's notes, once the contents were copied, it was decided that Maria will hold on to the originals for
All in
safety.
a day's work. Mira deposit confirmed.
Alright, I guess we'll take on that request from the guild. You okay then? Huh? Oh yeah, I'm fine. Just thinking, little fairy. Is there something bothering you? Guessing the stories about the gangsters and Armada remnants are on your mind. Yeah, and if Brahmati, Jack, and Killica were all talking about them, then it's definitely worth mulling over. You heard something interesting while following up on Dingo's case as well. You're referring to the account of them being sighted in the Tyrell district, correct? Oh yeah, now that you mention it, that is kind of worrying. Maybe we should drop by Tyrell just in case, you know? Not a bad idea. Can't ever check the area out again. We can probably rule out the busier parts of the district. Same for the area near the restaurant that's run by Haley. An additional military investigation point has been added to the Tyrell district.
On my way.
Alright, we got a monster that I can see on the screen there. Alright, Katre. Let's get you in here. And yeah, we use on yes. Fine with that.
This looks like a stopping point.
Let's get it. Our first of all is crawling around. Let's take it out.
Deploying sharks!
Flames! Breathe on to us! Catcha!
Alright, Katya, let's go!
Katya, see what you can do.
Activating skill!
Here goes.
Activating skill!
You're not getting away. Blast off!
Not getting through!
Appreciate a little fairy.
I'll take you on!
Yes!
Alright, that thing is weak to fire and wind. We got that.
Initiating drive. Here goes!
Oh, you little fairy!
Some arts should be coming right up! Slice! Ha! Activating skill. Not getting through.
Appreciate a little fairy.
Activating skill!
A chance!
Alright, then again.
There!
On yes!
Activating skill.
That don't count.
Oh, you little fairy!
One skill coming right up! You're toast!
Alright, Katya, let's go!
Katya, got that with this caliber.
I'll take you on!
Yes!
Activating drive.
Think this through, you can win this! Activating skill!
Catcha! Activating skill. Here goes!
Oh, you little fairy!
One skill coming right up! Slice! Twist! Catcha!
Alright, Katya, let's go!
Lance mode activate! Dagama driver!
Nice. Love to see it. Alright, found the bird.
All in a day's work. Reward deposited.
When is your free time point was added? I didn't even notice I had free time events. Fuck.
Ladder launched.
Damn, we got a lot of... Damn! That's a lot of shit. Okay, so I can't interact with all of them, only one of them. Okay, I guess, you know I gotta do my feet. Fans group decides to take a short break. Everyone split up so they can spend their free time as they please. Yo, sorry for the wait. Don't worry about it. I just got here myself. Thanks for coming. Think nothing of it. Seems it has to do with one of my part-timers, so I figure I might as well. You want me to help out with the memento of the flame meters, right? Yep, I want to fix up the custom rifle that Ida used to use. Seems like you've heard about it already. Sure have. We tried to get it repaired before, but they told us it wasn't really feasible. I assume the two of you found a way to fix it. Bingo! We learned what parts we need to repair it, so all that's left is to actually get them. It's been bothering me ever since I learned it was damaged, so I'm glad I can finally do something. Figure things will get really busy once the festival starts, so I want to get it taken care of before then. Fairy's working on the stuff that can be gathered above ground, while you're going to be getting the underground stuff from the Blacklight District, in other words. And you want me to show you around the place. Exactly. I've heard that nose of yours is really impressive. So impressive that even Zen relies on it. How about it? You ever been my guide? Sure, why not? Couldn't hurt putting you in my debt more. I'll be helping one of my part-timers move on too. Sounds like a win-win to me. Thanks. Let's get a move on then, man. Van and Fee made haste to the Blacklight District. Upon arrival, they scoured the area in search of replacement parts for Ida's rifle. You're looking to fix up a custom rifle, huh? Not to discourage you fine folks, but that sounds like quite the pain in the behind. We know and we're prepared to deal with it. As you can probably guess, we need specialized parts to get it back in working condition. Mind showing us the rifle suppressors and foregrips you've got in stock at the moment? Not at all. Right this way, young lady. Hopefully I've got what you're looking for. So definitely got a wide selection, but none of it looks quite right. What about this part over here? It looks pretty unwieldy, but nothing any decent area couldn't handle. Yeah, maybe. That might actually be the same model I'd use, or the same make at least. Might work in a pinch. Might as well give it a shot. Working on Flame Eater's rifle, huh? I've heard stories about that bad boy. You're in luck. I know for a fact that the rifle I used back when I was on active duty is the same generation as our gun. You can go ahead and take it if you want. It should have a part of you too if you use. Damn, that's real generous of you. For real? Are you sure? I mean, that has to mean a lot to you. I'm no Yanker anymore, so I don't mind parting with it. Helping the colonel's daughter sounds better to me anyway. Every turn, just promise her to come back and tell me how the Purple Lightning's doing. I've been rooting for her ever since she hung it up to walk her own path. Let me know how she's holding up, yeah? Deal. Can't say I know everything, but I'll be happy to share what I can. So Sarah's no longer a bracer anymore? What happened to Sarah? Eventually, Fee and Van managed to scrape together the needed parts to repair the gun, albeit from a less than desirable mix of sources. With Fairy having acquired her allotted parts, the group reconvened at the Orange Building inside the department store. Man, that's fucked up. So Sarah's not a bracer anymore, guys. Sylvia, who had been previously consulted about the rifle's damages, agreed to assist with its repairs. Van watched over the whole process and helped with basic tasks like polishing as needed. Eventually, ooh, looks just like it, doesn't it? Well, would you look at that? It's right back to the way it was. Ain't that something? It even has the same custom rifle muzzle she used back in her Zephyr days. It maximized its firepower and improved its accuracy. She really liked talking about that thing. I can see why. It's been customized in other ways too. The weight distribution probably makes it unwieldy to anyone who isn't a rifle pro, but Ida had no problem handling it. She and this rifle were a match made in heaven. No doubt about that. Glad we were able to get it fixed up for her. Yeah, the Flamer couldn't have asked for a better pair of sisters. So what do you plan to do with it now? That's a good question. How would you feel about using it, Fairy? I don't think a rifle of this size would suit me, to be honest. Ida once told me to remain true to my own style. I don't think I'd be honoring her if I changed my mind to adapt to her weapon. Figured you'd say something like that. It doesn't fit mine either. I have a better idea. How about we deliver it to the current members of Zephyr? Yeah, I heard they reformed after the war. Yep, it's changed hands since then, and now it's being led by two of its former regimental commanders, Zeno and Leo. I'm fine with giving it over to them, but are you sure that's what you want? Yes, I've thought long and hard about it. In her final moments, Ida said the names of her Zephyr comrades, including you. I can tell she treasured her family there. That's why I want to return it to them. Okay, that works for me. I'll go ahead and arrange for it to be delivered then. Oh, how are you going to do that? You do realize a civilian courier can't just waltz to Zephyr turf with a rifle in hand, right? Well aware, that's not what I had in mind. I know someone named Josette who owns a delivery company. Rupert should be able to get it over to them without much trouble. I've heard of them. They're based in the borough, yeah? You sure know a lot of people, don't ya? I can say the same about you, Arkrod. Fee got in contact with the courier who happily accepted the task and got straight to work. Afterwards, she reached out to Zephyr, who were in a remote region of the continent, to give them a heads up. It won't be long before it's delivered, so can you stick around your base camp for a while longer? Sure thing! We gotta kill some time before our next job anyway! A Jaeger's weapon is their very soul. We will take good care of it. The three of us fought side by side many times as regimental commanders. She is dearly missed. The Eisenchild told us about what happened to her. Strange that part of her will be coming back to us. I like to think she's sharing a life and a drink with the boss on the other side right about now. Probably stressing all about her little sisters too, the worry wart. Heh, wouldn't shock me. It was good talking to you both again. See you around. Likewise, give our regards to Ida's other little sister. Sounds like she's gotten herself caught up in something fishy. Tell her to take care of herself. Well, that settles that. You must be one of the only braces in the guild who keeps in touch with Jaegers. We don't talk that often, but they reach out to me every now and then. Now that we got that squared away, I think I'm gonna drop by a cafe. Wanna come with? I can share stories about Ida and Zephyr if you're interested. Really? Oh, I love that. And I can tell you some about my people in our village. Cool, I'd like to hear all about them. Fee and Fairy went out to enjoy some tea and conversation. Once Fairy returned, the group got back to work.
It'd be nice to introduce you to some friends of mine if the chance ever comes up.
I'm already maxed, baby. Let's get it. I will look at one more event.
What's next?
So let's see. I'm probably going to end up not doing Nina, honestly. So everybody else I'm going to do, let's go ahead and do a little Yunes. And come on with that fucking low screen, bruh. Alright. Everyone split up so they can spend their free time as they pleased. Oh shit. Yes, sounds pretty serious. Must be tough getting old. Careful you don't throw out your back, Victor. Think about all that piggyback rides you'll be approving your granddaughter of. Not happening. Grandpa, are you okay? I think you better take the day off, man. Are you nuts? I can't take time off a few aches and pains. Not only do I have our regulars and reservations to handle, but today and tomorrow are inventory stocking days. Those are crucial. We also need to start making test batches for the Revolution Festival menu. Grandpa, you can rest. It's okay. Mommy and I can handle it. Aw, thank you, Yum. Just hearing those words makes your Grandpa first. I think that settles it, old man. You need help in the kitchen today, period. Tell you what, if you think I'm up to the task, I'll take over the kitchen for a while. I can't do it all day, but it's the least I can do. You've been cooking a lot for me throughout the years. I don't recall you owing me for any of it, you punk. Very well, but I'm not going to abandon the kitchen. I don't like it, but you can help out during rush hour. I'm going to supervise your cooking, and don't expect me to go easy on you just because you're doing me a favor either, understand? Fair enough. Your joint, your rules. Just tell me what you do, boss. Yay! Thanks, Dan. I hope the customers. With that, Van took his post in the Montmartre kitchen and got to cooking. You're cutting the cabbage wrong and slice it more finely. Like this? No, even more. Like this? No, that's too fine. No, don't stir it too fast. I thought you said you didn't want it to burn. Which is it? Both. Keep stirring so it doesn't burn, but don't do it too fast. Once that's ready, go grab a bag of flour and a can of milk for the pantry. Hang in there, man. You can do it. It's clear as day whose dish looks more appetizing. Sheesh, when does it become a competition, hon? You're the pro, of course, yours is better. But I think my stuff holds its own just fine, and the presentation not too shabby at least. You think so, huh? Don't get cocky, punk. Still got a lot to learn. We'll see about that. Let's test it and find out. Haha, good to see your back hasn't put a damper on your spirit, Victor. If I didn't know any better, I must think you two were having some nice father and son bonding time. I'll have to take your word for it. I don't really know how that's supposed to look. Good thing he isn't my actual son, or I would have disowned him after all the trouble he's caused around here. Damn, Victor, really? The rush hour continued at pace with Van and Victor yelling at one another in the kitchen, their hands full with customers' orders. Adios, your old man really likes cracking the whip. My arms are so sore I ain't gonna be lifting anything heavier than my Zifa today. You'll survive, man. You're too young to be that worn out. Still, it does hurt my dad today. It means a lot. It's not much, but here's a little something on the house. Oh, Pauline! Look at that food! God damn! Oh, damn! You didn't have to, but thanks, Paulette. My dad's really fired up after all that. He put extra effort into it just for you. You didn't have to tell him that. Oh, really now? Well, I appreciate it. This will hit the spot after an afternoon of back-breaking work in the kitchen. Huh. Even I have to admit when a gift from the son has earned his keep. I speak from experience when I say this. A family can take on many forms. Maybe it only has one parent, or maybe no one in it is even related by blood. The point is, there's no right way to be a family. You get to define what your family is and which bonds you cherish. Couldn't have said it better myself. Careful though, I don't think I'm the only potential son in the picture. Like hell! Get ahead of a freezer before I count that two-timing scumbag as one of my own? I've never named any names, you know. I can only imagine who you might be talking about, Dad. Grandpa's right. You and me are family. I'll always be with you, Ben. I promise. Sure can once a grown-up's hard, but you should be real careful to make promises like that at that age. But thank you, Yums. It means a lot. Don't care what you think. If you disappear on my sweet, innocent granddaughter, you're going to be in for a word of pain, brat. What he really means to say is, take care of yourself, Dan. He worries it might be overdoing it in your other job sometimes. Paulette, you could have kept that part to yourself. I hear you. I'll be careful out there, I promise. After the short break, Van reunited with the others and resumed his work.
Remember, Van, Mommy, Grandpa, and me are always rooting for you.
I appreciate it, little Yums. Got a family. Gotta take care of the family, guys. Alright, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and end this episode here. We got a lot of bullshit going on so we're gonna go ahead and save this for the next time. So, guys, I will see you in the next video. Y'all go ahead and take it.
Indeed.
One day in the night, let me paint the view, color time with my light. For every moment share with you, not out in the day, but never fully gone. Gonna be back again until the coming over down.
For the days ahead of us, put your hands up, wave it side to side for good luck. For the nights like